Bangladesh?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are presenting you Nepal and Bangladesh Summit. Franchise India welcomes you for this particular seminar. Franchise India is Asia's largest franchisee solution company, which was established in 1999, and we deal for franchisee licensing, retailing, and real estate. We have helped thousands of investors in selecting the right business opportunity while helping numerous international and national organizations to expand their business with our offices. We deal in categories and industries like food and beverage, education, retail, fashion, health, etc. And it's a privilege to welcome you all for this particular summit. We welcome the management team of Franchise India, Mr. Gaurav Maria, Sonia Chaudhary, and today they'll be talking about and sharing their insights, advice, view about the industry as well as about the brand. Our attempt for the day is to present you 5 top opportunities so that you can select the best selection for you. Thank you so much everyone for joining us today. We also welcome our brands participants. So over to you, Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am.
Thank you, Archana. Thank you, friends, for joining us from Nepal and Bangladesh. Very, very special markets for us. And I would like to change a little bit what Archana said, that this might be done webinar from India, but this is, I'm inviting you on behalf of Franchise Bangladesh and Franchise Nepal. Both are companies where we run direct offices and operations. Both countries, we have been running our businesses for franchise advisory for many, many years. And Nepal, we entered exactly about 10 years back. We did last year a show, a complete physical franchise show where we had all the ministers of Nepal, even the Prime Minister's blessing was there. We had Indian Embassy also participating there. There was a full show being done in there. And we did about 9 shows, 9 events in Bangladesh. We were the only company which went out and did a full franchise exhibition, Franchise Bangladesh in Dhaka. And both countries, I had a fortune to work with great entrepreneurs, family businesses, and so on and so forth. So I enjoy a very special relationship with most of the successful businesses in these countries. And we have I used to particularly travel myself to, in 2000, especially 18, almost every second Sunday to Dhaka, because I used to feel that this was my opportunity to work on Sunday at Dhaka, and then that same thing I used to do one point time for Nepal. And both cities I love. I love Kathmandu and Dhaka, particularly the city. They have great opportunities, and I feel that the similarity in terms of the business owner's mind, I think that's there. It might not be similar from the brand viewpoint. Brand choices, they both are very different in terms of preferences, and India is different, Bangladesh is different, Nepal is different, but it looks like we are in the same subcontinent. But I've realized that they are different behaviors in terms of customer behavior, customer choices, preferences of brands. And sometimes a lot of people used to tell me that, or some Indian brand would do there. I said, don't know. I in some categories, maybe Indian brand would not do there well. And some categories, it might be. In some categories, no. Sometimes some brands are much better and much more placed to be coming from that. Like, for example, in Dhaka, when I look at opportunities, I look at from very different. I've seen a lot of Asian opportunities are doing extremely well. The proximity for Thailand, some Thai opportunities are doing very well. Some of the global brands, a lot of good American brands can do well. I mean, we, like, for example, a friend who joined from Bangladesh. If you see, there was a first brand we introduced there was Gloria Jeans Coffees. It's actually, nobody can miss Gloria Jeans Coffees in Dhaka. You still go there, is probably the best looking restaurant still in there. Similarly, in all markets, I mean, we have a history of taking numerous brands. When I took Gloria Jeans or a lot of other brands to that market, we never looked at from a perspective of we looked at from a perspective of Dhaka. We looked at what people were looking at. They were looking for actually a global experience. They wanted top class people who want to really spend that kind of money. They want the best experience, right? So that's how these markets are. What we have done is that we have invested a lot of time, energy, effort by multiple times to spend there, talk to investors, talk to local businesses, understand every single markets, every single neighborhood. I've traveled in these cities, so we understand what kind of opportunities would do that. So now, because we cannot do physical shows in these two countries, we have now introduced our digital shows. So thank you very much for responding on that and joining our webinar. We will continue to do this almost on a regular basis. Every 2 months, we'll try to bring in franchise shows in both markets. And as markets get normal, we'll bring our physical shows and conferences to both markets. And both markets, we have a fair understanding of what kind of opportunities. Today, we will going to present you a mix of a lot of global brands, which we feel are great for those markets. And we'll also present some Indian brands, which we feel are strategically an advantage on these two markets. For example, say technology-led brands. India has done well in technology. In some cases, I think we would have advantage, like healthcare. Indian healthcare is appreciated in these markets. Indian education is also appreciated in markets. But in some cases, I will not take an Indian brand there. I would say do something else. Similarly, you can make a choices. We have another firm which actually operates internationally called FranGlobal, which works in multiple countries. We have operations in Singapore, we have operations in Dubai, we have operations in London, we have operations in US. So in these markets, any brand from UK, any brand from Dubai, any brand from Singapore and Australia, any brand from US, all these brands are available with us. We have a very large international portfolio, over 250 global brands we have, right? And these brands we'd like to bring in. Like, for example, we just in last 6 months back, before COVID, did a big transaction actually two big transactions we did. One was an Italian company, Italian top of the line food brand, which we have done. It's called Sea House for Bangladesh. Top of the line. You will soon see this coming up in Dhaka. Top of the line, the topmost Italian restaurant. They run in Dubai. They don't have any operations in India. No operations in India, but we directly did this deal only for Dhaka. And that it runs in Dubai. They run all Europe. They run Latin America. They run US and Dhaka, not in India. There's none in India. So we don't really represent only brands which are in that. While today we might have mix of these, but if you have any brand in your mind, which you feel that you always wanted to really aspire for, it might be in our portfolio. So we have a team called FranGlobal, which works with you to advise you what kind of brand you can really do that. And we go through the whole advisory type structure and be able to do that. So we have great fashion brands, we have great healthcare brands, education brand, technology brands, hyper local brand, delivery brands, logistic companies, a lot of other categories which are now emerging, like edutech, education from technology is becoming a big thing. India is leading that wave. Health tech, digital clinics, where you just sit in place and you can get that. So a lot of these very unique opportunities which are coming in, and you can take to your market first. Because we are keeping a tap on what is going on in every market. I feel that especially industries which have would have a big change in because of the COVID. Some changes are going to be permanent, like education through technology is permanent. Healthcare through technology is permanent. Circular economy, which is meant recycling, these are kind of things permanent. E-vehicles is a very big category. It's just very starting to happen globally. So you suddenly see the Teslas of the world becoming more valuable than the conventional technology companies like Toyota and things like that. While Toyota also invented actually electric, Toyota invented bigger bus to Tesla. But because they are parked so much in conventional technologies, they never wanted to bring their e-vehicle side up. But Tesla brought in and Tesla became more valuable. So a lot of that is happening, and we are working on all of that with all the global companies and trying to bring that. So talk to us for different opportunities. We'll also share another thing which we find sometimes difficulty on really reaching out to each other. So I have my colleagues, please share your email IDs with us and through the whole structure. So we will send you information through mails so that we know who you are and we are able to do that, or otherwise we'll talk on WhatsApp, because we also have put in our hotline number. We'll put it again. This hotline number is available. So you just share your name, your city, your interest, and we'll reach out to you and start talking to you. As I said, it's not a stranger talking. We have both countries. We have our own offices and we have our own structure. So we know those markets extremely well. We have a 100% subsidiary in Bangladesh of Franchise India. We have a 100% subsidiary of Franchise India running in Bangladesh called FranGlobal. It runs a separate company. It's a Bangladeshi company which looks after interest of Bangladesh and structure. So this is how our business model is really based on. And I will like to now begin the show. Another advice I will give you more from now as an investor. Always whenever you're looking at buying a business, go through a cycle of what I call information, evaluation, and negotiation. Don't rush into any business opportunity. Go through in detail, understand the industry, go in depth of the industry. You have two choices. And this can be not also opportunity for a lot of our friends there. Their choices are, you can even take a unit franchise. In some companies allow you to start with a couple of units, and or you can take a country rights as a master rights. So that also is an opportunity available. And there are very select opportunities which we know are also available as a master. Very, very good opportunities as a master. If you are seeking a master's rights, then also reach out to us. So over to you, Sonia, in terms of your remarks and maybe introducing some of our new panelists. Over to you.
Thank you. And I'd like to welcome again all our friends from Nepal and Bangladesh to this virtual show that we are conducting on this platform for the very first time. And like Gaurav said, these two markets are not alien to us, while these are very natural markets for India, but even for Franchise India, we have worked very, very extensively in these markets, and we understand both the demographics and also the spirit of entrepreneurship which exists. And rather, all the shows that we have done in these 22 years in India, also the biggest show which happens in Delhi every year, it happens in Pragati Maidan, and we will not do it this year. We had almost everybody who was aspiring, entrepreneur coming from Bangladesh and Nepal physically to these events and shortlisting brands. And like Gaurav mentioned, we have been able to bring a lot of brands to these countries. And I remember one brand called Cold Stone Creamery, and that was one deal that we had done even before this American chain came to India. We were really successful in bringing this brand to the Bangladesh market, and this outlet still exists in one of the main locations in Gulshan in Dhaka. So at Franchise India, friends, and I'll also talk about the three ways people generally build their own businesses. One is you do your own startup and you build your business. Second is you buy something which is existing, you take it over, and third is where franchising comes in, which is a franchise model, and that's where we as a company come in. And franchising has historically done very well in difficult times like these, including times where there is unemployment, as people look to franchising as a means of buying a stable job for themselves. There's a safety net of the franchise models, and it is tried, it is tested, and your risk is hedged to a certain extent. And at the same time, it also brings that entrepreneur freedom, the independence of a business ownership. But we also suggest our investors, they make a responsible decision of buying a business. And at the same time, we also advise our companies to implement, execute sustainable business models so that it creates value for all the stakeholders who are involved in the business. I'll also like to mention, I think today, while this will be a long webinar that we'll do for the next 2.5 odd hours, and still we'll not be able to represent all the opportunities which Franchise India can, or and these opportunities have also in the past been represented through various other platforms, through our webinars. So don't limit yourself to the opportunities that you see today. If you have any questions, any similar brands that you want to see, you can still reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy to get you connected. And we have placed a hotline number on our chat box. I will request any one who's keen on any specific brand, we'll be more than happy to extend more information on that brand, and also organize your one-on-one meeting with the companies who are coming today. And I will also maybe put a word of caution. While they're all brands which are good, but not every opportunity which comes your way might be a right fitment. So you need to look at and evaluate yourself based on 5 tools we always advise investors to consider. One is self-evaluation, where you evaluate your own personal trait, your business skills, maybe your experience, knowledge, and the ability to meet challenges, and draw your own personal financial roadmap, what you want to achieve. Second, look at the industry, how it is growing, the current and future prospects of that category, and overall demand in your market. See if there's a gap which is existing and which can be catered by the opportunity that you want to bring to the market. Third, also do a big market assessment overall, because not all businesses, like I said, might be appropriate for all your markets. And third, fourth, look at the competition, look at similar brands which are in the market and do an analysis of the credibility, background, and the offering of these brands. And lastly, very important is the brand in question, which is the brand assessment. Look at the people who are behind, transparency in providing the information. It could be their product sales, how they're performing in the country, what kind of support they're offering to a market, which is Nepal. Also understand the taxation structures and royalties. So all that are very important, and only based on this, analyze what is right for you. So friends, not wasting more time, I'd like to request Archana and Priyanka to take it over and welcome all our panel members who have come
very,
today.
very special opportunities. Some companies we will not be able to bring in on the webinar for reasons, but there's special opportunities. For example, I'll just put a name which everybody knows in Bangladesh, brand called Haldiram, right? So we are looking for partners in Bangladesh and Nepal for that, especially from Calcutta, because Calcutta, every people who come to Calcutta, all Bangladeshis which come for shopping and dining, they know Haldiram. We are looking for a partner. So similarly, I'm just giving you one example. So similarly, we have some very fantastic opportunity. We have a fantastic opportunity, one brand which is very popular. Not every brand is popular in these markets, Indian brands. And I always tell that people, there is a difference in everything. It might look like a same, but it's nothing same. You know, it's a very, very small differences. Like Jhalmuri in Calcutta is different to Jhalmuri in Bangladesh. It's different. You know, so it looks like that we have same culture and same structure, but it's different. So we understand which brand would do well. Like there's a brand which is very popular in those cities. We are looking for a partner for Mahindra service. Both cities, both countries. Very popular brand, established brand for generations. People like the brand, and now it's available. So some of good opportunities we have, which we not might present, but we would have these opportunities for you. If you really want to reach out, please share your email ID and WhatsApp I put in, and we might be able to share you some very interesting brands which are available for these markets. Some of phenomenal brands, some global brands also, very, very big global brands are available for these markets. Please share your email ID and typing, and we can have set up a call between us and talk about it, and we can share something. And some are confidential brands which we don't want to share on the forum. Over to you, Archana.
Thank you so much, Gaurav sir and Soni ma'am, for your advice and your words of caution. Now, we invite first brand for the day. It's a privilege, and we are always delighted to invite Arnab Sinha. He has started his journey 4 years back with UClean, and today more than 250 franchises are already signed. And it's again our privilege to inform each one of you that they have signed in Nepal also. UClean is rather India's largest laundry and cleaning solution brand. Thank you so much, Arnab, for joining us today. Over to you to explain how you are serving our Bangladesh and Nepal investors.
Thank you, Archana. Thank you so much, and a pleasure to be presenting once again on the Franchise India platform. Before I jump into the presentation, like Archana rightly said, we already have a presence in Nepal. In fact, we have signed a master franchise for the entire Nepal, and he's a very strong partner based out of Kathmandu. We already have a store which is running, which is operational in Thamel. The store went live during the COVID-19. So that is why we did not do a proper launch, but the soft launch is already there. And the store is fully operational and has been running for almost the last 10 days. We are going to be doing a formal launch later this month, and I'm personally planning to be there if the flights and the permissions are there in place. So if there is any prospect in Nepal that really wants to see a store running live in action, then you have multiple ways to do it. You could actually travel to Kathmandu, or if you want, you can come down to India, and we would be more than happy to host you here and show our stores. Bangladesh is another very exciting territory where we are in very advanced rounds of discussion with a couple of prospects. So we are hoping that we should be also able to sign up a couple of franchisees in Bangladesh within this month of October, if not a master franchise. So coming back to UClean Group, we are about 4 years old as a company. So in the next couple of weeks, we would be completing 4 years of existence. And we are today India's largest laundry company. And we, apart from being a laundry company, we are also offering surface cleaning services, where we have partnered with the world's largest surface cleaning company by the name of Kendry, which is an American brand and is the largest surface cleaning and largest franchise-based cleaning company in the world. The Uclean journey, like I said, started about 4 years back. We started with a couple of our own stores in Delhi NCR. And then within 4 or 5 months, we had developed our manuals, we had developed our systems and processes, and that's when we started franchising. The last 3.5 years of franchising have been particularly promising. So as of today, we have more than 250 franchisees. We are present in more than 50 cities of India. We have already opened one international location in Kathmandu, and we are in fact the top 5 largest laundry chains in the world. What we have also done simultaneously is that we have focused heavily on delighting the customers as well as the franchise partners. So if you look at our customer delight rating today, we enjoy a rating of 4.4 on a scale of 5. This is despite being present in more than 50 countries of the world, and despite having established a very solid presence. Our stores have been operational for more than 4 years now, and despite that, we have been able to garner a rating of 4.4. Another thing that personally makes me very proud is that despite being just a 4 years old brand, we already have 20% of our franchisees who signed up with us earlier when we started off Uclean. They have already invested in more than 1 units. So they started off with 1 unit. They enjoyed the kind of returns that they got. They liked the kind of support that we were able to extend them. And basis that, they have gone on to invest in more than 1 unit. In fact, almost 5% of our franchisees today have at least 3 units of Uclean already running. So idea is that through the combination of Uclean and combination of ChemDry, we are able to cater to any kind of cleaning requirement that a customer has. So whether it is dirty clothes, dirty sofa, a dirty carpet, dirty car, or a dirty home, between Uclean and ChemDry, we have the combination to clean it all. The partnership with ChemDry is something that we have done recently. So in middle of 2019, we signed up the master franchise rights of ChemDry for the entire Indian subcontinent. And now we are distributing franchisees. So currently we have presence in India. We are present in North India. We are present in South India and Chennai. And we also have presence in East India and Guwahati and Shillong. So we are now looking to expand both the brands Uclean as well as ChemDry through the franchising route, and Nepal and Bangladesh are 2 territories that we are immediately looking at. So talking about the Uclean model, and this is the India specific model. This is a very laundry, if you look at it, it's a very hyper local business. So what we are looking at is a very small store of an area of about 250 to 300 square feet. And this store would be typically located in a neighborhood market. So we are not interested in getting onto a high street or in a mall. This is a concept that would work very well in residential neighborhoods. The small markets where you have a few shops and you would need one shop of about 250 to 300 square feet. You need about 700 to 800 liters of water per day. And the electrical requirement is about 10 kilowatt 3-phase electrical connection. The initial investment required in setting up a Uclean outlet is about 13 to 14 lakh rupees. Out of this, 5 lakh rupees is what we charge as the unit franchise fee, which basically gives you the exclusivity to run a Uclean at your particular store. And we give you a guarantee that no other Uclean store would come up in any direction within 2 kilometers of your store. So the franchise fee guarantees you that exclusivity apart from the various support that we are able to extend. The store setup in itself is about 4 lakh rupees. And this includes your investment on the civil work, the electrical work, the plumbing work, the branding, the signages, and the fixtures and fit outs. Apart from this, you would be investing about 5 lakh rupees in the equipment that would be kept inside the store. So this would include a laundry machine, a steam iron table, the computer, printer, CCTV camera, fire extinguishers, etc., which you can procure locally. So all in all, you can start a Uclean store with about 14 lakh rupees, Indian rupees investment on an area of about 250 to 300 square feet. Now, laundry by nature, and if you look at Uclean in particular, our biggest USP is that we have been able to convert laundry into a subscription model. So if you look at the way laundry business works is that if I'm a customer and I have a requirement to get my clothes washed and ironed or dry cleaned today, I would again have enough load of clothes within the next 7 to 10 days, which need to be laundered. So literally every customer has to keep coming back to you week after week after week. So what we do is that the moment we realize that a customer has become a regular user of Uclean services, our team reaches out to them and tries to convert them into a subscriber. By subscriber, what I mean is that they would be taking a package with you. So instead of coming to a Uclean a week after week, they would buy a package which would be of a higher value, and they would be able to take Uclean services for the next 6 months or the next 12 months, depending on the kind of package that they have subscribed to. The typical Uclean store, if you go to any Uclean store, you will see that within 6 months of operations, about 50% of the business is a subscription business, while 50% of the business is new business, which we keep on adding. Now, when I talk about Uclean and ChemDry, what we have done is that we have converted both these businesses into a very strong technology-led business. So you can literally run your Uclean store out of a laptop. You might be someone who is sitting in, say, Dharan or Pokhara, and you have a Uclean store in Kathmandu or a Uclean store in Biratnagar, or you could be someone sitting in Chittagong and have a Uclean store in Dhaka. You can literally manage your entire store from the laptop through our proprietary software that we would be providing you. So you can do the billing, you can do the customer management, you can do the marketing, you can do the supply chain management. Everything can be done just from that particular laptop using our proprietary software, which we provide to every Uclean franchisee. Now, if you look at the performance of a typical Uclean store, and this is what we are seeing, the numbers that we are seeing in India. So typically it takes about 2 to 3 months for a store to become operationally profitable. It takes a store about 9 to 10 months by the time you're able to reach a sales of 3 to 3.5 lakh rupees on a per month basis. The moment you're doing sales of 3 to 3.5 lakh rupees, your margin is almost 40%. So any store in India that is doing sales of say 3 lakh rupees would be able to take home about 1,20,000 rupees per month as profitability. So it takes you about 15 months to recoup the entire investment of 14 lakh rupees that you're making upfront. Also, what we have been able to do is that seeing the extraordinary growth of Uclean, we have been able to carve a deal with FedEx. FedEx, as you all know, is the world's largest logistics, delivery, and courier company. And for the first time in their history, they're starting a co-franchising exercise with a startup. So till date, FedEx was only doing co-franchising with similar billion-dollar companies like Walmart and 7-Eleven. But seeing the growth of Uclean and seeing what we have done in the last 4 years, we were able to convince them to start a co-franchising exercise with Uclean. So what now this means is that any Uclean franchisee will also have the opportunity to have a FedEx counter within the existing Uclean store. So you become a FedEx franchisee by making a payment of just 30,000 rupees. If you wanted to take a standalone FedEx franchisee, they would require you to invest 3.5 lakh rupees. On top of that, they would want you to rent out a minimum of 50 to 100 square feet area. And they would also need you to maintain a 2-member team to run the operations. But if you're a Uclean franchisee, you can become a FedEx franchisee with an investment of just 30,000 rupees. You don't have to rent out any additional area. Your existing Uclean store becomes a FedEx store as well. You don't have to hire any additional manpower. Your existing Uclean manpower can be trained and upskilled to manage FedEx operations. So this is for the first time that FedEx has agreed to do a co-franchising exercise with a startup. And we are very fortunate that they have chosen Uclean to be their partner in this endeavor. Now, the second brand, which is another mega brand, so ChemDry is an American company and the world's largest surface cleaning company with a presence that spans 60 countries in the world and more than 5,000 franchisees. ChemDry also has all the good part about ChemDry is that all the equipment and all the chemicals that ChemDry has, these are all patented and proprietary. So you have to be a ChemDry franchisee to be able to offer ChemDry services or to be able to use ChemDry equipment and ChemDry chemicals at any service that you are being requested for. ChemDry has also developed a chemical which has been approved by FDA, which is the highest authorizing body for chemicals and solutions. This particular solution and chemical has been confirmed to kill COVID-19 virus with 99.9% efficiency. And that is why we are seeing that there is all of a sudden an exponential increase in demand for sanitization services from ChemDry across India and globally as well. Now, when I talk about the business model, the beauty of the ChemDry business model is that this is a man and van business model. So this is a model where you don't have to rent out any space. So there is the rental in this business is zero. Since there is no store that you're going to rent out, the utility bills are also going to be zero. So all that you need is a van, a Maruti Eco kind of a van, and you will have all the team members inside the van, the chemicals and the equipment inside the van, and the van will then move from one place to another to carry out whatever surface cleaning services are being requested. When I say surface cleaning, it includes a large gamut of services, which includes like services like upholstery cleaning, carpet cleaning, full home deep cleaning, kitchen cleaning, bathroom cleaning, pet urine odor removal, pet stain removal. So any kind of surface that needs any kind of cleaning, disinfection or sanitization, ChemDry has the equipment, ChemDry has the technology, ChemDry has the chemicals, and most importantly, the know-how to carry out a very effective cleaning and disinfection service. When I talk about the commercials, ChemDry is again a model which can be set up in about 15 lakh worth of investment. 5 lakh rupees is the franchise fee, and 10 lakh rupees is going to be the investment on the equipment and the chemicals. You need to have a four-wheeler like a Maruti Eco kind of a van where you can fit in all the equipment and the chemicals. Because this business does not have any rentals or any utility bills, this business typically becomes profitable in the first month itself. And the margins are almost 50%. So basis what we have seen till now, we expect that a franchisee who is investing about 15 to 16 lakh rupees should be able to recoup his entire investment in about 15 months. The best part about ChemDry is that there is absolutely no competition in India. Whatever brands are there, they are generally local in nature. They don't have the access to the right technology, the right chemicals or the right equipment. So we have a strong edge when it comes to our USPs. The training is going to be carried out both by the ChemDry US team as well as by the ChemDry India team. And you can cater to a whole range of clients. So it could be a family, it could be a budget hotel, it could be a 5-star hotel, it could be a preschool, it could be a restaurant, a salon. So the number of clients that you can have is literally endless. Now, when I talk about the support system, like I mentioned before, technology is the biggest leveler for us. So we have converted both the businesses into a strong technology play, whereas a franchise prospect, you can be sitting anywhere in the world and still be able to operate your business anywhere in the world. The software that we are developing or we have developed is a proprietary software, which has been developed personally by us. And any franchise partner gets access to that software free of cost. Apart from that, we are very strong as a digital marketing company. We have a very strong digital marketing background. So whenever you launch a uClean store or a ChemDry store in a particular area, we make sure that very specific pin code based marketing, whether it is Google marketing, Instagram marketing or Facebook marketing is done in and around those pin codes so that customers are aware that a uClean or ChemDry has come in the neighborhood. The supply chain, when we talk about uClean, we work with a company called Alliance Laundry Systems, which is one of the world's largest and oldest laundry equipment manufacturer. All the chemicals are manufactured by us. It is our own secretive formulation. We get those chemicals manufactured under our formulation. And these are the ones that are supplied to all the franchise partners. ChemDry, all the chemicals that ChemDry supplies and majority of the equipment are patented and proprietary. We also understand that it is difficult for people to recruit blue-collar manpower. So it is our responsibility to do the entire recruitment and the training for you. When it comes to uClean, in fact, our team will also help you in identifying the right site and in helping set up the store from scratch. Good part with ChemDry is that the moment you decide to start a ChemDry franchisee, we can make you go live within 24 hours. In summary, I would like to say that if you look at the last 6-7 months, you would see that the importance and value of cleaning industry has increased exponentially. People have suddenly started to realize that viruses like COVID-19 or related viruses, they mainly survive in dirty and unkempt places. So all of a sudden we have seen across India, there's a massive demand for sanitization, for laundry, for disinfection services. And literally all our stores are talking about an influx of a lot of new customers. Customers that typically did not give out their clothes to Uclean and used to give it to the local dhobis. They're also all migrating to Uclean because they want to be assured of hygiene. They want to be assured of safety. Preschools, restaurants, salons, spas, they're all reaching out to us, requesting us to carry out the laundry at their site, requesting us for sanitization and disinfection services. But what is more interesting is that each of them also wants us to give them a certificate which clearly spells out that the premise is cleaned and maintained by Uclean and ChemDry. They want to use this as a confidence booster or a confidence building measure for their end customers, which actually speaks volumes about how the laundry industry has transformed in just the last 6-7 months. So there could not be a better opportunity to get into the cleaning industry. We are extremely excited to partner with entrepreneurs both in India as well as people who are looking to invest in Bangladesh or Nepal. And I would be happy to take up any questions right now, or I would be happy to connect in future as well. Thank you so much, Archana. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Arnav, for presenting your business idea to each one of us. Thank you. We really appreciate that. So moving to next brand, now we invite the brand Marshall, and it's our privilege to invite Miss Mona. Marshall, the brand which was established in 1975, they are already present in 25 cities with 18 showrooms, 500 plus dealers, and 5 lakh happy customers. Thank you so much, Mona ma'am, for joining us today. You can share your screen so that we can start with the presentation. But before that, we are just playing a video for you.
That my house is really looking pretty, and it's only because of my coverings. I have recently shifted into this house, and my house is light colors, and I really wanted to beautify it and enhance my house with beautiful wall coverings. And as you can see, it has completely changed the entire look of my house. And in the evening, when I do mood lighting and candles and all, it just lights up even better. Thank you, Marshall's wall coverings, for enhancing my house and beautifying my.
Thank you so much, Dheeraj, for playing that particular video. Over to you, Mona ma'am.
Are you able to see the screen?
No, we can't see your screen. You want me to play your PPT?
Yeah,
You can
please
do
do.
that. Over to you.
Yeah. So good evening, everyone. And thank you, Franchise India, for this opportunity to present to markets of Bangladesh and Nepal. Friends, Marshalls is a 45-year-old company, and we bring to you a great opportunity of business in the wall coverings industry. Next, please. So 70% of the walls across the world are dressed with wall coverings. It's neither paint, nor glass, nor laminate, nor veneer. 70% of the walls have wall coverings across the globe. The reason for this is fast, convenient, and hassle-free execution. So within an hour, you can do up one wall. Within 6 to 8 hours, you can do up an entire room. It is fast, convenient, and hassle-free. Next. Now, wherever there is a wall, we have a market. There is pain in paint. So time for wall coverings has really come, not just in India, but in countries which are close to India as well. I would say all developing countries. This is a great business opportunity as on today. So what are the Marshall's advantages? We are a 45-year-old specialist in the wall coverings business. We have an absolute in-depth understanding of product, right from manufacturing to warehousing to product selection, distribution, installation, retailing. It's our specialization. It's a brand synonymous with wall coverings in India. So in India, if you say Marshalls, they'll say wall covering. If you say wall covering, they'll say Marshalls. We provide a complete end-to-end solution. So to a customer, it's not just about wallpaper selection, but understanding their requirement, helping them select, installing with warranty, a complete end-to-end solution that we provide. As a product specialist, we have a range from 30 rupees to 1,000 rupees. We don't get categorized as a Maruti or a Mercedes or a Range Rover. We have an entire product category. So for example, if a customer is looking up at doing his entire home, he may want a product which is as economical as painting, which may be 30, 40 rupees a square foot. But when he's looking at a particular wall, he may want something very rich and exclusive, which can be 500, 600, 800 rupees a square foot. So as a product specialist, we offer the entire range of products and services. Retail is our strength. So we understand what sells and we have good analytics to cater to the client requirements. We import our adhesive from Bartoline. It's a UK-based company. The adhesives are antifungal and antibacterial. So we give a lot of importance to the installation and the chemicals that are used for installation. A complete IT infrastructure which we have in-house. So from your computer, you are able to select a customer's details, understand which wall, which roll, how many rolls he requires. You can place your order in the system. Material can come to you directly. Everything is through the software which is developed in-house. You can check complete stocks online as well. We have a huge warehousing capacity and a network across India. So even in your countries, we'll look at a master franchisee and then we will look at unit franchisees who will be able to cater locally to you. So again, Marshalls is a wall covering specialist since 1975, 45 years in the business. We are directly present in 25 cities with 18 company showrooms, 30 shop-in-shops and 500 plus dealers across India. We've served more than 5 lakh customers directly. So for offices, we have different kind of wall coverings. For residences, we have different kinds, right from highlight wall coverings to overall decoration. There are different kind of products that are available today. There's a huge variety, almost 10,000 plus design, shades and textures to choose from. Next. So we have two designers on board, Krishna Mehta and Payal Singhal. They've designed collections for us, which we customize to a customer's wall size and we print it and we install. So this is like bringing a lot of color into the homes, bringing a lot of design, texture into your walls. And the small wall art gets converted into an entire large wall canvas. Very nice, very Indian prints. You see the use of colors. They completely change the mood and the look of a premises. Next. That was Krishna Mehta and then Payal Singhal. So our website is a great tool. You know, even in COVID times, last 6 months, we've been able to do our sales thanks to our online, sales tools. So if you go to our website, our entire product is available. We zoom into our clients, we understand their requirement, we are able to suggest wall coverings to them. We ask them to share their wall pictures and we superimpose the wall covering designs and we send them the options. So various different tools that we showcase which help a customer in making a design selection. So COVID has definitely, put a stamp that online and offline have to work together, and Marshalls is already ready for it. We are directly present on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and our website is marshallsindia.com. So speed, convenience, and safety are the new normals. You know, we are seeing that customers don't want anyone in their house for more than a day. But we've been allowed entry into homes only because our jobs are single day oriented. So unlike painters who take 15 days, wall covering is a single day job. You know, renovation is becoming more and more important because home is where a person is spending maximum time. So wall coverings is a quick fix. Immediately you are able to change the look and feel of a room by changing the wall covering. So we have two models, franchise owned, franchise operated, unit franchise, and we are also looking at a master franchise for the country. A unit franchise, one-time franchise fee is 2 lakh rupees, Indian rupees, a security deposit of 2 lakhs. For 3 years, the catalog supply cost will be 5 lakhs, which includes transportation to your city. Showroom setup cost is about 8 lakhs. The total cost comes to about 17 lakhs. That's your total investment in the business. The showroom size has to be about 350 to 500 square feet. For every 10 lakh population, we are looking at about one franchisee. Rent, you should look at maximum 60 to 80,000, a coordinator and a field person as employees, a karigar and a helper to begin with. So 1.5 lakh average is your cost per month, and 3 months becomes your basic input cost that you have to make provision for. Thereafter, the business starts sustaining itself. Now, average 8 lakh business per month, if we are doing with a margin of 30%, you know, your profit is 30 lakh rupees in the first year itself. Next. The product mix that we offer is wall coverings, vinyl and wooden flooring, profiles and cornices. Basically, all these are instant products, you know, which take care of your wall decor, floor decor, ceiling decor, as well as protect the edges and corners. So these are the product mix. We can add furnishings, mattresses and blinds at an additional one-time investment of about 8 to 10 lakhs. So, you know, products that get selected together, wall coverings and furnishings, a person would like to coordinate. So if you want to take up both the products together, that is also possible. The investment is more in terms of the catalogs and the display systems and so on. Next. So the risk areas in business are taken care by Marshalls, like advertising and lead generation. So digitally, we are able to market to the consumers in your cities. We manage the stocks. So, you know, for 6 months, we will look at what inventories sell and those kind of designs we will locally place in your markets. Design selection and product mix is what we manage. Complete IT infrastructure is what we manage. So these are the risk areas. You know, you don't have to maintain any stocks. You don't have to maintain any GST, return filing, income tax, this, that. You will have only one entry, only one check from us on a monthly basis, which is what you have to file your returns for and so on. So a lot of administrative hassles is what we take out of your scope. Your job is to handle the customer, to ensure customer delight, to ensure the customer is served well so that he keeps coming back to you for more and more. Next. So once a franchisee is appointed, we look at putting associate designers, which are architects, interior designers under them. We also look at business associates like real estate agents, insurance agents, and so on, because they become good point of inquiry generation. So these we will connect with the unit franchisee once that person is appointed. Next. 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 That's it. So any questions, I'm open to answer, or we could take it up later on.
Sure. So thank you so much, Mona ma'am, for joining us today. We'll come back to you for one-to-one queries.
Sure. Thank you.
So moving to next brand, we invite Zara, who is representing Potato Corner. They are serving world's best flavored French fries, and they are already operational with 240 outlets. Thank you so much for joining us today. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you guys for inviting me, and good evening everyone. Thank you Sonia and Gaurav for inviting me. So first, let me just share my screen and present you some franchisee testimonies that we have.
Potato Corner has been the industry leader for flavored fries. It's stuck to the core of people that it's the best flavored fries in the industry. Currently, we have been shaking the world for the past 25 years. Our vision is to increase our market presence in the international market for the next 5 years. One of the key success factors of Potato Corner is actually the ability to adapt and be flexible in each territory. One example is adaptation of local palates. So there are very unique flavors for each territory. And we are also proud of our business partnerships in each region. And we look forward in creating the brand more stronger and better. Tumrip Sawar? Apa kabar?
Oh, hi, Ryan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Yes, Swadika.
I went to Thailand, and then I saw Potato Corner over there, and then I tasted, and I fell in love with the flavor and the taste.
I love more about Potato Corner is the strong flavor and a strong taste.
Whenever I eat Potato Corner, I always remember those days I spent with my two younger brothers back in their childhood. It's something that really everyone can eat. Everyone can enjoy together, and it's really something that's universal and accessible. In Hong Kong, they tend to be more intimidated by big bold flavors. They tend to gravitate more towards nuanced flavors. In Kuwait, we love food. We love fries, especially. We also introduce a lot of new flavors which are fit for locals. And more importantly, you have to be quick and responsive and agile in responding to those differences.
Chili barbecue. That's good. 1, 2,
muy big.
The Jojo's sour cream. Ooh. Nice one. It's a truffle and it's awesome.
Chili barbecue flavor. Yummy.
My all-time favorite cheese.
As the first franchisee of Potato Corner, I was so proud because I can make it grow and part of the big group.
It is a very good price for the high quality of product.
Quality equals sustainability. If you want to be a sustainable brand in the long run, you've got to value and prioritize quality.
You have the support in marketing, you have the support in manuals and guidance.
Some come literally every day. We serve from like 5-year-old kids to 80-year-old grandpa. Potato Corner has been around for 25 years. There's no reason why it can go on for the next 25 years. We have great products, we have great flavors, we have
great tasting food. I mean, so what's not to love about it?
Terima kasih Potato Corner.
Shukran. Khawkun krab.
Akon. Salamat.
All right, let me know if you can see my screen now. Is it clear? Is it clear for everyone? Okay, I'll just start. So basically, what you saw a while ago, Potato Corner is the world's best flavored French fries. So we've been operating for actually 27 years, and though we have 240 stores globally, we actually have more than 1,000 stores already in the Philippines. Now, from the previous speakers, they really stressed how their companies pivoted during COVID. And Potato Corner, even if it's a snacking brand, we actually just opened 2 stores in Canada in the recent weeks. And for 2020, we are continuing to open stores in Thailand, Cambodia, and Indonesia. So how do we become agile? Because of the business model, and because our sustainable business model involves having per SQM generate the revenue per product. So Potato Corner, we serve fresh flavored French fries. So it's really for the kids and kids at heart. It's prepared fresh and seasoned with our formulated proprietary flavors and served hot and crispy all the time. So what would you typically see in a Potato Corner store? So our premium product is fries, but during the COVID pandemic, we've pivoted to so many different product offerings because we know that per customer, especially if you deliver, you want to increase the average ticket sale. So not just fries, but we also serve popcorn, chicken products, and beverages. So what's very unique with us is our flavors. So you can find our flavors in French fries, popcorn. We also have specialty fries. Now, what's very unique with us is because we are in different territories, we try to localize it. So we also offer sweet corn, wasabi, truffle, seafood kimchi, and whatever is trendy. And we have market studies. We always propose to our franchisees what would click in the market. So that's how we pivoted during this COVID pandemic. It's really not just about our snacks, but it's also how we study the market and how we adapt to the trends. And a typical store format for us, we have 4 types of stores. So I know in Nepal and Bangladesh, like you would have carts. So that's also available as a store format. So as an international franchisee, first would be a standard kiosk, which would only be 10 to 15 SQM. And then we also have inline takeout and inline dining stores. Now, Potato Corner is everywhere. So as a global brand, we have our stores in the airport. So as you can see here, this is a sample store in Thailand, and we also have Potato Corner in Singapore, Jewel Changi Airport. A standard kiosk in Indonesia would look like this. So it's very enticing to kids, and that really is our target market for kids and for kids at heart. And this is the sample of our inline dining store in Thailand. So as I mentioned previously, the brand localization is one of our very strong points. Us in business development and Potato Corner International, we encourage all of our franchisees to check the market trends, like sweet corn for Indonesia and Myanmar. It's a very good flavor, and we also have chicken pops where you can add flavor to it. For countries like India, Nepal, and Bangladesh, we can have stronger flavors, stronger spicy flavors like the mala in Thailand. So the brand localization just doesn't stop there in the products, but we also localize our menu to make it fun and more exciting and understandable for the local market. So for franchise fees, this is actually the master franchise fee. It would be $60,000 for a master franchise for Nepal, and then $150,000 for Bangladesh. Now we've studied the markets, and the potential store count would be 15 to 20 um, in a span of 10 years for Nepal, but then for Bangladesh, we estimated to be 50 to 150 stores. So it really depends on the partner franchisee, master franchisee, because if you develop a lot of kiosks, then it would be more. But if you focus on malls, which we don't know during the pandemic how we would be more available for this, but we're very flexible. And here in Potato Corner, we check all of the stores before you open. So that's also included in the package. So aside from the 10 years, the 10-year term as a master franchisee, you would also be able to use our trademarks. We would provide you with the correct business systems, operation manuals, and we provide training and support to your to the franchisee team. So that's basically it.
Thank you so much, Zaira, for joining us today. We'll come back to you for more queries. So moving to next brand, we invite Mr. Aradhya Khanna, who's the director at Gem Selections, the brand which was established in 1987 by Mr. Pankaj Khanna, a well-known personality. Gem Selection is a retail brand of Khanna Gems and Jeweler. They already enjoy the status where they have 324 dealers worldwide and 600 plus affiliated. So thank you so much, Aradhya, for joining us today, talking about Gem Selection. Yeah.
Thank you, Archana ji. Archana ji, I wanted to clarify that our company is Khanna Gems Private Limited. Khanna Gems Private Limited. Thank you, Archana ji. Thank you, Gaurav ji. Thank you, Sonia ji, for inviting us to this webinar. So I will get right on to the presentation because we have limited time today. So Archana ji, you can hear me, right?
So we can hear you clearly. But if we can just go on full screen PPT.
Okay, okay.
Sure. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Mr. Khanna, we can't hear you. We can see the PPT, but we can't hear you.
So I would request to please invite somebody else, and by that time I will fix up the connection. I will join some another network.
So we can hear you now, and we can see presentation also. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Khanna Gems about Gem Selections. Gem Selection is the retail brand of Khanna Gems Group. Gem Selection is the only brand in India for astrological gemstones. Mr. Pankaj Khanna, Chairman and Managing Director of Khanna Gems Group, is the face of the brand. Mr. Khanna is a renowned astrologer and he is widely covered by numerous TV channels including CNBC, Star News and by national newspapers like the Hindustan Times and the Times of India and international magazines like Forbes. He is also the author of the best-selling book on gemstones, Mystery of Gemstones. So, online presence of Gem Selections. Gem Selections has a very strong online presence today. We have two e-commerce websites, gemselections.in and khannagems.com, one Android application, one iOS application, 14 micro websites. Our artificial intelligence powered Gem Selections Astrodose, Gem Selections Forums, and Gem Selections Live. Very strong social media presence with over 1.91 crore lifetime views on our YouTube channel. The total traffic that we witness on our internet properties is around 5 million visitors every month. It's a very huge number. The value of our online inventory is at least 65 crores at any point of time. Offline presence of Gem Selections. 433 dealers worldwide, 772 affiliates worldwide. We have 9 stores worldwide today, 4 company-owned outlets, one in Lee Meridian Hotel, New Delhi, one in Janakpuri, New Delhi, one in Idaho, USA, and one in London, UK. And 5 franchise stores. One store is running in Bangalore, and 2 more stores are opening up in Bangalore within this month. One in Mysore and one in Mathura. That is also about to open on the first Navratri, that is on 17th of October. There are plans to open at least 50 stores by mid of 2021. What's the impact of COVID? Our retail business of gemstones has increased by 162% approximately because of 2 reasons. Due to coronavirus and the evident recession in the global economy, many people are getting depressed and they have a lot of anxiety built within themselves. So they are consulting more and more astrologers because they want to know what will happen to them in the future. So what is happening is they are consulting more and more astrologers, and astrologers, they recommend gemstones as a remedy for their problems. So they are buying more and more gemstones. So the overall demand of gemstones in the market, it is increasing. Gemstones and crystals, it is increasing. And we have 772 affiliate astrologers who recommend our brand only. The other reason is that we are the only company in India, and not only in India, but in Southeast Asia, who can sell gemstones on EMI. In India, we have tied up with 14 banks and NBFCs, but in Bangladesh, we have only one partner, banking partner, and in Nepal, we have 2 banking partners. And in Bangladesh and Nepal also, we can sell gemstones on EMI from value of INR 5,000 rupees to INR 15 lakh rupees. So the luxury edition is what we are looking to open in Bangladesh and Nepal. I will play a short video here. So we are opening luxury edition stores. We are planning to open luxury edition stores in Bangladesh and Nepal. So we will not be selling just jewelry. We will be selling crystals also. And there will be an aura testing center also in Bangladesh and Nepal stores. So what will happen that people will visit the store. The store will be only in 5-star hotels. So what will happen that people, they will visit the store to get their aura tested. So the thing is that nowadays more and more people, they are talking about aura. And particularly the upper class, they are more into aura and crystals nowadays. So what will happen? We will have a regular flow of customers in the store who will come to the store to get aura consultation. So we will earn from the aura consultation. The aura consultation, we will charge approximately 5,000 rupees for one consultation. And for aura consultation, there is no need to hire any expert, because the thing is there is aura testing machines which in itself gives the entire reports. we would just have to train a person, we would just have to train an employee that how to read that report. We are training managers, they will look after that, and the person will be 100% trained to actually get to know the aura of the other person and give him a aura report. So what will happen? The job is not to get earn money from the consultation. What will happen after we get the consultation done of the aura? We will sell crystals to the customer. So in crystals, there is very good margin. We are giving 40% margin on crystals. So the revenue stream would be very good, and there will be three revenue streams for the franchisee. One will be by gemstones, by the sale of gemstones. The other will be by the sale of jewelry, and the other will be by selling crystals, and the fourth will be consultations. So the thing is that the whatever amount the customer is putting, the franchisee is putting into the business, he will recover the entire amount within 2 years. And the best part of our business is, the best part of the franchise will be that owning a store in a five-star hotel, it is a very big status symbol. So it is a bigger status symbol than owning a Jaguar or a Q7. So it's very good for the status symbol, and it is very good profitability wise also. So the investment would be INR 37 lakhs, and the revenue stream will be margin of sale of gemstones, jewelry and crystals, and consultation fees. The investment breakup is 5 lakh rupees for the franchise fees, stock would be of 25 lakh rupees, the setup cost will be approximately 5 lakh rupees, and the aura testing machine will cost approximately 2 lakh rupees. The machine will be imported from Russia. So what would be the margin? 40% on the crystal stock, 28% on gemstones and jewelry stock, and 20% whatever online sales are happening in and around. For that also, we will give them a margin, because in Bangladesh and in Nepal, we will do marketing, but whatever marketing we will be doing, because right now we are not concentrating that much. So we will give a share to the territory. If any online sales happen, we will give a share to the franchisee. And the best part is that we have so much online inventory. So the store's inventory, it would be limited amount, but the person there can sell anything. We have a stock approximately which is worth 65 crores at book value. The MRP is way more. So he can sell anything from the online inventory also. So the total weighted average margin in this particular model is approximately 35%. The shop will be in a five-star hotel. The area of shop will be around 200 square feet, and only one employee will be needed in the store. The per month operating expenditure will be around 1 lakh rupee for the rent. The thing is, right now, if anybody wants to take up a shop in five-star hotel, this is the best time, because five-star hotel people, they are not getting so much footfalls. And the people who are there operating the shops, the traditional shops, without any aura consultation or without any crystals and anything, they're not able to sustain. So this is the right time to open up a store, because our business is recession proof. The aura business, the crystals business, the other businesses, let's say somebody is selling sari or shawl, that is not sustainable in this particular point of time. So those people who are having those shops, they will give out the shop on rent at any price. So it's the best opportunity.
I've done that. The mute, it was crossed as.
Yeah, 1 lakh would be the rent, and 25,000 rupee will be the employee cost. So the person will be able to break even within 1 year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Khanna, for joining in today. We know you have another webinar, but
thank you, Archana ji. Thank you.
Time, yeah, and you presented your business model with all our investors.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So moving to next brand, we invite the team of Sara Plus, and we invite Mr. Rajiv Kher to talk about Sara Plus and what kind of a franchisee they are offering to all of us. Thank you so much, Rajiv and Ulka, for joining us today. You can share your screen.
Okay, can you see my screen?
No, Rajiv, we can't.
Can you see my presentation?
No, you need to share the screen.
Okay, 1 second.
You want me to run the PPT? I can do that for you.
I think I've been able to do that. Can you see me?
I've shared PPT for you, Rajiv.
Yeah, you can share it. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay. Can you see that? Okay. I'm audible, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Rajiv.
Perfect. Okay. Hi. Hello, everyone in Bangladesh and Nepal and also in India. We are Sara Plast with 3S. And believe me when I say this, uh, nothing sells better than the shit business. We are in the business of providing sanitation solutions, and it is a non-recession, it's a total recession-proof business, which whether it's COVID, non-COVID, we've been providing sanitation solutions to India and to several parts of the world. And we've now come out with a new franchising opportunity for the Indian subcontinent. We're a 22-year-old company providing exclusive solutions in the sanitation space. You can check us out online on 3sindia.com, and the kind of work that we've done from presidents and prime ministers of various countries to film stars in Hollywood and Bollywood have used our services, and even the common man going from in the Kumbh Mela or walking from Pandharpur to Alandi has also used that toilet. So it's a product and service that everybody can use. It's a dream business. It's just that it's not very glamorous. It's not as fancy and flashy, but trust me, the kind of revenue that it can generate is just incredible. And in countries like ours in the subcontinent, this is a business that anybody and everybody can step forward. You don't need to be a business graduate. You don't need to be in five-star hotels. Neither do you need to be in in special areas. You can start this business just about anywhere. We've proven it. We've got investment from private equity, grown the company substantially. We have incredible value add to the business, and we've grown rapidly since we've got this private equity infusion. Just to give you a quick idea of what we do, we provide high density polyethylene toilets, containerized solutions, and also waste treatment systems, as well as solutions for disposal of waste. Can I have the next slide, please? We have very clear vision that every location where there are people, there are toilets needed, and we can provide a toilet at every place where an unserved or required location for a mobile population or a transient population is required. So you can imagine events, trade fairs, and all kinds of applications that are available in the subcontinent to supply portable restrooms from most visited to remotest areas. And we stand for integrity, quality, commitment, group effort. And we think about the planet, we think about the country, and we think about the environment first. So everything that we have is 100% eco-friendly. We are 25 years ahead, or maybe 50 years ahead of our competition in India. And we have products and services which are at par with the West, with prices and solutions which are cheaper than what you would find anywhere in the world. Next slide, please. We are a one-stop shop for sanitation. We do rental equipment. We provide sanitation solutions, deodorizers, detergents, everything that's available, eco-friendly solutions for toilets and the toilet business. High quality products. We don't provide products which are non-recyclable, which add to landfill. And best of all, we have a very, very high quality training program that helps you and supports you to grow and to do the business in the best possible way. I would request you to also go online and see the kind of work that we've done in the past. Next slide, please. Our company has been invested by the multi-billion-dollar Kalyani Group, and also Responsibility, which is a Swiss company which has supported us over the last few years, one of the largest impact funds in the world. You can look them up online. It's a $5 billion plus impact fund. Can you have a next slide, please? You can see the products and services there, high quality products, bio toilets. We have buses which we've converted into toilets and into high quality technology that we've used, apps that we've developed, almost like Uber for septic services. We have specialty apps and technology that we've used, sensors that we've used in toilets. We have a complete high-tech toilet that we've utilized, e-toilets that we've made, and several other applications which are absolutely top of the line as far as toilets and cleaning services go. Next slide, please. That's just a snapshot of the industry from 2017 to 2021 in billion dollars, which is what the sanitation economy only in India has. If you add the subcontinent, you can add a few more billion dollars to this. So you can imagine the toilet economy is $30 billion. The circular economy is $25 billion. And the smart sanitation economy is $6 billion by 2021. If you put those figures together, we're looking at almost like a $60 billion sanitation economy that is waiting to be harnessed. Next slide, please. So if you see the snapshot of the industry, that's what it's going to be from 2017 to 2021. It goes up to $17 billion for the toilet economy, $19 billion for the circular economy, and $3 billion for the smart sanitation economy. Next slide, please. Now that's what we have for you. We've got a business development option and two franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated options. And in both cases, all three cases, you have the slide right in front of you. The investment required to be a business development partner is only 3.2 lakh Indian rupees. For a franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated, this is the first option where you would be getting 50 toilets and a suction truck, is about 18 lakh rupees, and about 39 lakh rupees for 80 toilets and a truck. But of course, with that comes the SAP platform. With that comes uniforms, safety gear, technology, handheld devices. I mean, everything that you can imagine to be fully equipped to run a sanitation business. If you just scroll down, just look at the ROI, 172%, 60%. We're looking at, for a mere franchisee fee of 2.5, 3.5, and 4 lakh, an investment which is returned to you in 9 months and 2 years approximately for all options. You can see an average payback right in front of you, an agreement term of 5 years. This is an opportunity you should not miss. I request you all, have a look at this. It's a chance of a lifetime. Trust me, the only reason why this probably has not been taken up is because of the stigma that is associated with toilets and sanitation. But look at our company, look at us up online. We are a super successful company, profitable. The company has grown by leaps and bounds. The employees in the company started off at 5,000 rupees of capital and are valued today at 175 crore organization. The tremendous opportunity lies in front of you. Guys, look us up, write to us, and we're happy to provide you all the reasons, all the details for this. Come and help you in your country to grow your business better. Before I end, I would just like you to see this video. If I can share it, it's right here on the screen. Just 1 second. Can I just share my screen, Archana? I'm going to try and do that. Can you see the video that's being played?
No, we cannot see the video.
Okay, can you, Archana, I think you have this video. Do you want to play it?
Sir, I won't be able to play the video. I can play the PPT.
Okay, I have, wait, let me, is it possible for you to share? Ulka, do you have this video on with you? Okay, I'll tell you what, if you can just send this link of this video to the panelists here, that'll be great. I can continue with the presentation otherwise. Yeah, can you just open the presentation again? Yeah. Okay, so why do you partner with 3S? We are a known brand, intensive training, continuous support. We have backed with the largest amount of knowledge and experience in the industry. A track record, a successful track record in sanitation that is literally next to none. With a very low and medium investment, guys, the best return on investment that money can buy. No recession, no question of losing business. You cannot do with a toilet. You can do without a cell phone, but you can't do without a toilet. We have strategic tie-ups with multiple partners, and we can give you networks in India and abroad and the subcontinent to grow your business. Can we have the next slide, please? We wish to thank you very much at the team at FranCop India and also everyone attending this particular seminar. For all questions, please be free to write to FranCop and we'll be happy to assist you and help you with creating opportunities for you with 3S in your country. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rajiv, for joining us today. And we'll be sharing the link of the PPT as well as video to all our audience who have joined us today.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Archana. I will, Ulka, I can just send the link to you. You can send it to everyone.
Now we invite Vishal Kapoor, who is representing brand Nut Lounge. Nut Lounge is a store, a theme-based store, specialty store opened under India's premium nut and dry fruits brand Natraj. And it's a privilege to invite him to talk about the brand. Over to you, Vishal. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Archana. Thanks for inviting me for this seminar where we have people from India, Bangladesh, and Nepal. So I'll just quickly take you through the video for the store. Can you see this in the video? Is it?
Vishal, we can see your PPT.
Is it there?
Able to see the PPT?
Can you see the video now?
No, it's still the same slide with the PPT.
Give me a second. Now? Now we have the video?
It's the screen under various folders. Like I can see the screen.
Now?
No, Vishal, unfortunately not.
Okay.
I can see the fold. Yeah, we can start with the PPT.
So, Vishal, what you need to do is open the video and then click share screen and then select the video.
Okay, give me a second.
Stop sharing, open the video, then click share screen and then the video.
Okay. I guess there's some issue. I'll go ahead with the presentation directly then. So friends, the Nut Lounge is a theme-based store for dry fruits. I think we are moving from gems business to the toilet business. Now we are into the health business basically. And the Nut Lounge comes from the house of India's largest processor of nuts and dry fruit brand called the Natraj. It is a almost a century old company, which is the largest processor and processor importer of nuts in India. So the thought came that we need to do some kind of retailing of, because we are the largest in B2B trade, but we wanted to get into B2C, but in a very different way. So we thought of doing this in a very theme-based store, which are specialty stores for dry fruits, and now We really boast upon having the largest assortment of nuts under one roof in the country. Currently, we have got 5 working stores, and we are opening another store in another 10 days time. All these stores are in Delhi NCR, and the biggest thing, as I already said, is the largest assortment of nuts under one roof. So this is the range. With the shortage of time, I'll just take you to the next slides. So the company started in 1926, and from 1926 into 2020, we have moved from one small factory or from trading of business to be the largest processor of nuts now with 4 processing units, and being awarded as the most admired brand in India in the year 2018. And now we have moved from nuts to spices business as well. So that's the latest entrant, rather I would say latest category that we've entered. So these are our key customers. You name it, anybody who requires nuts in the country, they are our customers. Be it ITC, Britannia, Amul, DMart, Mother Dairy, any ice cream, biscuits you have, probably the nuts are processed through our factories. We do our own brand and do private labels for any or the biggest brands in the country or the modern trade in the country like Walmart, Spar, Spencer's. So we are there. We are the largest on Amazon in India. Big Basket, Zomato, wherever you find nuts, we are there in India. Be it a raw nut, be it a processed nut, be it in powder form, be it in sliced, diced, blanched, whatever you name it, whatever you can think of nut, we can do that. That's the speciality of this company. So our core competency is that as at the Nut Lounge, we are a retail brand of Oro Fruit and Nut, which is a sister concern to VKC. This is a management actually which has a rich experience only in this trade, I would say. For almost a century, this is the 4th generation into this trade, and we've been very passionate working on the nut. Actually, I would say, as I already said, we can do anything to a nut that is available in the market. So the largest portfolio of nuts, we have the quality. Everybody would be saying about the quality. We would also say that we have the best quality of nuts imported from across the globe. We have our own R&D facility where we keep innovating, improvising, and how to present in a better form on a daily basis. So we use the latest technology which are today prevalent across the globe. And we always had the first mover advantage in the industry, be it improvisation, innovation, new channels. So we have been the leader in all kind of innovation in the country till now. So about the opportunity that lies in this is actually a slide made for India. So I'll particularly talk about the Indian market, but yes, the same would be for Nepal and Bangladesh. The Indian market size in 2016 was close to 15,000 CR, and today in 2020 it is expected to be 30,000 CR. So 30,000 crores of INR of nuts market in India, which is in good 4 years it has doubled. And with Corona or COVID-19 around, what has happened, what change it has brought in is that it has made people think about health. That's one major thing that has happened all across the country, where people have started investing more on health. And I always say this product has got the blessing in disguise, wherein people have started investing in dry fruits. In our last 6 months of experience with during COVID, our average ticket size has increased, almost doubled. So that's the biggest plus that we've got in this COVID times. And as everybody's saying, COVID is not going anywhere in short term. Even if the vaccination comes, it is not that India or any in the globe will be vaccinated in next 2 days. So and the habit has already formed for last 6 months. So I would always say this market is going to grow further in India and across the globe. Again about Indian market, I really do not have the facts for Nepal and Bangladesh, but I would speak about the Indian consumption versus a developed country like US. In US, the per capita consumption is almost 2.8 kgs of nuts. One person eats approximately 2,800 grams of nuts in a year, and whereas in India it's just 510 grams. So the opportunity is 6 times for us in the Indian market. So, so for us it's not the competition, but it's the market. There's a big cake kept, so how much we can eat. And yes, even UNICEF has acknowledged that dry fruits are a part of the healthy snacking. Even the Ministry of AYUSH in India has categorically said few nuts like almond, munakka, pumpkin seed are a must during the COVID times. And yes, there is a huge supply and demand gap. About the business that we are offering here, it's a very lucrative business. As I said, people have become conscious. They're coming to us. They want to understand what nuts are, why it is important, how much to eat. So it's a very lucrative business, low in investment, high on return. It has a very impressive payback. And we as a company and through our stores have been growing by 25% every year. And the margins are quite suitable. And this model is not particularly for just a city like Delhi or NCR, but it can suit to maybe a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities even. And the payback will be faster because the cost of running a store in a tier 3, tier 2, tier 3 cities will be quite less. So as I said, on the left side, I've already discussed that the market has grown from 15,000 crore to 30,000 in the last 4 years. It is because of the increasing awareness of health needs. The disposable income has increased. The availability has increased. There are better packaging available. There is innovation happening. There are new products which are being launched like hazelnut, pecan, macadamia. There are nuts. There are trail mixes which are coming. And if you see on the right side of the screen, there's in India, particularly again in India, 40% of what the business that we do is during Diwali, and which is around 45 days in a year. So we did a survey where I just actually move fast, a little fast. How are we, what is the value proposition for opening a nut lounge store? Yes, first that we come from the house of India's largest processor of nuts. We have the reach to get the best of the nuts from across the globe because our parent company is the largest importer of nuts as well. So we do not depend on any intermediary to get the best quality to us. So and the most important, actually, the thought that was there behind opening a nut lounge store was that we wanted to give a very different customer experience, which is not there in any roadside or a nearby Kiryana store in India or across, or maybe even a very big department store like in India, like Reliance or maybe a Big Bazaar. So we wanted to give that customer-focused approach, customer-focused experience, that somebody coming into the store should have a wow feeling. All our products are adhering to the international standards. We've got the largest assortment of nuts. As I in the last slide I said, gifting during Diwali is almost 40% of business, and we have got a complete range of corporate gifting, Diwali gifting. Plus in India, there's a very big emotional angle of gifting of nuts during weddings. So that's the entire range is available. We've got all flexible packaging options available. We, as I said, our R&D facility keeps innovating to the needs of the customer. So we keep adding unique trail mixes for daily consumption, wherein a customer does not have to think how much nuts he has to eat. He just has to have a handful of it every day. So this is a very important slide. The difference between me and any other player in the country. So I think the slide says is all. Anybody else in the country, maybe a modern trade store or maybe a Kiryana store or maybe XYZ chain in India, they are dependent on the entire supply chain. For us, being from the house of the largest processor of nuts, our scenario is farms to nut lounge directly and the consumer. So at nut lounge, how do we support a franchisee? So it depends. The success of a store depends on the location first. So there's a full-fledged team which assists you in finding the right location, or rather determining, not finding, but determining the right location, and helping you to the setup of the store according to the guidelines. Then, as I said, customer experience is one core value for us. So there is a comprehensive training that we want to give, and that's a ongoing process that has to be done for the store operation to guiding a customer on what to buy, why to buy, and what not to buy even. Inventory management, again, this being a perishable product, so there is a need to have to get. So again, it depends on the customer experiences, because being a perishable product, if it is not good, customer may not come back. He may not. The store may look good, but the quality may not be. So inventory management plays a very vital role here, because it being a semi-perishable product. So we have full-fledged processes wherein we'll be guiding our franchisee how much inventory needs to be kept and what are the processes. Then the entire process management about from tracking inventory, performance of each outlet, its employees, tracking to the customers level. Then there's an ongoing marketing that we keep doing at the store, ATL, BTL level, and at the corporate level to increase the awareness of the customer and increase the footfalls in the stores. Then again, this is felicitation, wherein, as I have already discussed, there is an R&D facility that we have which keeps improvising and finding new products for the customer. In fact, I keep discussing this product again and again. During COVID time, there was a fear that the virus may be anywhere, and even people were very skeptical about buying product from outside. So we brought in a product which was passing through a technology called pasteurization, which we generally do it for milk, and that was first time in the country in India that any dry fruit player did it. So we pasteurize all our almonds. That was the first time in India. Then advertising promotion, that's an ongoing process again. Loyalty program, we have a full-fledged loyalty program which tracks the customer from the first day till his every buying. And if he's not coming back, we keep chasing him, we keep following him and ensuring that he comes back to us. So these are the pictures of our stores. On the left side is our flagship store in Indrapuram, Ghaziabad, NCR, and the rest of the stores, Gurgaon, Dwarka. So what is the ideal partner profile? One simple liner on this, that somebody who can actually sit and run the store. And there's a guaranteed success. If you leave it on somebody else, it will not be a success. So for me, somebody who can invest time in the store, who can sit in the store and run, is one guy whom I'm looking for. So this slide is, I'll just break this into three parts. If you can just see here. So the total investment is around 30 to 33 lakh rupees, and out of this, the first the major cost is around 14-15 lakh rupees of the infrastructure, because we always wanted to have a very different store, a very upscale store. In fact, you must have seen in the pictures. So out of the 32-33 lakhs, the 15 lakhs, approximately 15 lakh rupees INR. Is the infrastructure cost, then the basic equipment that we get in the store around 2.5 lakhs. So it comes around 16 lakhs, 16-17 lakh rupees, and then the promotion that we do on the opening of the store, plus an inventory of approximately 10-12 lakh rupees of the inventory for a store size of 350 square feet. Plus, there's a initial, in fact, we are running an offer in India that anybody taking a franchisee from us, we are giving at 2.5 lakhs as an early bird offer. So this total amounts to 32.4 lakh rupees. Typical sale that we expect from a store is about 1.5 CR from the first year of operations, wherein it is both the retail sale, Diwali sales, and we have a mix of corporate institution that we want to fulfill from the retail store. So the payback that generally comes is around 2.5 years. And as I said, if somebody is actually sitting and running the store, it can be earlier as well. So that's it from me, Archana. Any questions? I am available. Maybe on a mail, I can answer the questions. Archana, over to you.
Sure. So thank you so much, Vishal, for for the detailed presentation. We'll definitely come back to you for one-to-one interaction. Thank you so much.
Right, thanks.
Thanks. So we invite the next brand, Cleanomatic, and it's our privilege to invite Mr. Arbara Banerjee, who's representing this brand. Cleanomatic is a brand which represents deep technique cleaning, pest control, and sanitization. They are already present in 10 plus locations with 25,000 happy customers. Thank you so much, Mr. Banerjee, for sparing time and joining us today, presenting your business idea. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Good evening, Bangladesh. Good evening, Nepal. How are you doing?
Good evening, sir.
It's a privilege to present to our neighbors. And so, as Archana mentioned, Trinomatics was born out of USA, San Francisco in USA, California, the state of California. And we have launched ourselves very well in India and now spreading very rapidly in India. And the two friendly countries around India, Bangladesh and Nepal, we are privileged to be able to present our offering to them. On the picture, you see three symbols. You see Cleanomatics, the clean blue logo, which reminds you of water, cleanliness, and purification. And in the middle, you see a gentleman standing with a lethal look in his eyes. But don't worry, he is not here to cause you any harm. He is with a lethal look to eliminate the pests, germs, microorganisms, and dirt, and any kind of impurity from the face of the earth. And his Vijay Rath, the chariot that he is moving around is the van, which is to the right, a fully equipped van loaded with all kinds of missiles and all kinds of armory to be able to cause complete elimination to all the pests, all the germs, all the microorganisms, and all the dirt and filth which is bothering you. I've already mentioned about our origin. The biggest difference, see, the cleaning, pest control, and recently sanitizing is not a new industry. I must admit that. But what is the difference we bring on the table is infusion of technology, deep technology and high technology. So artificial intelligence, robotics, the use of UVC and IoT is something we have been infusing into our offer. And everything is resting on a very, very intelligent platform, an evolving platform like Uber, like an Ola, like an Amazon, which is learning every day of the customer's preferences, of how they want to interact with the environment, and adapting and telling us and our partners how to do deep cleaning, how to do pest control in the way the consumers like it. Our approach is customer first, and in the customer first approach, we have realized that today, especially in this part of the world, people don't have any time. They're deprived of time. They don't want to look around. They don't want to search. They want to have trust and faith on one partner, and they want that partner to be completely in the control on their mobile phone. They say it took about 100 years to add one accessory to a man's hand after the wristwatch, and that is the mobile phone. So the world today is controlled from the mobile phone, and our entire service offering is captured in the wonder genie of, like, from the Aladdin's lamp, which he just presses a couple of buttons and our service partners, our franchisee partners are alerted, and the van rushes to the venue and solves this problem in cleaning, pest control, and sanitizing. We have a proud team of 100 plus members, a small team relatively, but we are very proud of our team. And we have 10 locations where you're present and 25,000 plus happy customers. And you should go to our Google page and see the quality of reviews. We are at a rating of 4.9 over 5 by our customers. Every customer almost gives us 5. Very recently, 1 or 2 customers give us 4. That's why it's 4.9. So that's the kind of review you have. And on the left-hand side corner, you see the armory, which is equipped, which our Cleanomaniac, that person that you saw, is equipped with the fully fledged, covering, the PPE kits and the vans and the gloves to be able to fight all the germs and all the pests in this world. So you see our team in action. So pest control, for example, just one simple example to you. that rats, rodents have been bothering you for ages. Termites cause impact. The kind of damage a termite can cause to your homes and your offices is something you can't measure in money. Okay, they destroy silently. Rats and rodents destroy your food grains in your warehouses, right? Cockroaches, ants, everything they destroy. And when you think of killing them, you look around, you don't find a reliable service provider, somebody who can guarantee you that this will be taken care of and it will be eliminated with guarantee and complete warranty. So that's what we provide. Due to our tie-ups with very high quality German manufacturers of chemicals like Bayer and Diversey in USA, they are our strategic partners. They infuse us with the latest quality chemicals and technology and know-how to be able to eliminate the pests which bothers people on a regular manner. Now, of late, because of the COVID pandemic, we have switched to a 4-step or 4-point protection of customers' homes and offices. The first is, of course, the floors, then is the air, then is the surface that you touch, then is the computer and mobile phones that you use. We go to a home and not only just spray around chemicals, we use UVC and we use ozone, are scientifically proven antidotes to COVID and various microorganisms, and we eliminate germs and microorganisms with guarantee for 90 days, which is 3 months, from every surface on your homes and your premises. And our deep cleaning, we don't call ourselves just deep cleaning, professional deep cleaning experts. We call ourselves precision deep cleaning experts. We just saw a gem and jewelry show. Khanna Jewelers presented wonderfully in this forum. Our approach to cleaning is like polishing up gems. We polish every corner of your house. We polish every shelf of your house. We polish every leg of your sofa. That's the difference we mean. You see the mattress cleaner on work, which is a lady who's working. Look at the precision in which she is cleaning the mattress. We are proud of our workers. We are proud of our cleanomaniacs. And the industry and the various forums have been very, very kind and very generous to us in giving us credit and awarding us. And we have already filed our patents for our services. And during this COVID pandemic, we have launched our revolutionary premium sanitization services in which our partners can earn very high kind of margins. So as I said, the first strength is our tech platform. Our use of technology in all the services that we provide, and the use of technology in the platform and the e-commerce and the mobile app that we are providing. And we also have a dedicated vendor panel of people like Diversey and Chemicals and people like Bayer Chemicals, who only our franchises have the key or the password and the user ID to get into the portal and buy from them at a rate which is unheard of in this market, right? So not only you have an advantage of a very high margin business, the sourcing of chemicals and equipment, you can do it on our e-commerce portal, and you can get the chemicals at a rate before everybody and at a rate which nobody else can get. So that is our vendor panel of suppliers who are ready to service you. And the support of the brand is completely end-to-end. And the biggest advantage that you bring on the table, you don't have to think of how to get marketing, how to get sales, get your cash register ringing, because not only B2C, through our funnel management, our proprietary funnel management system in the marketing that we use, from a cold call to a converted lead, is something we handhold our franchises in that entire process. That funnel management we do, and we also do B2B business development. So you not only get B2C customers, you also get B2B customers, and complete hand-holding and equipments and chemicals and everything as a one-stop shop. You just come, join us, and do your business with complete peace of mind. So nowhere else such a peace of mind is possible in this industry other than Cleanomatics. So these are the brief about COVID-19 and the related opportunity which is opening up in the market. I've already mentioned about what are the challenges which has been faced in this industry: quality check, transparency, standardization, processes, process control, quality control. So everywhere, this is where Clinomatics is there with you 24/7 round the clock. So we offer a premium service with higher profits, excellent centralized marketing, and which is B2B and B2C, a complete end-to-end staff recruitment and HR support, and knowledge and high technology transfer from USA, and dedicated vendor base to supply you chemicals and equipment and machinery better than anybody else in the market at the rates which you will love to see when you enter into a partnership with us. So unit franchisee, a van and man model. Don't bother about the office space. That is something, it's not important. That van is very important. That is your chariot, the victory chariot that you need to spend on, that you need to invest on. And that entire investment is about 10 to 11 lakh rupees, out of which 4 lakhs is a franchisee fee. And the remaining is for your van and your machinery and your entire, supplies for a month or maybe 2 months or so. And your payback period is one of the best in class in this industry, which is 1 year, 1 month. So you invest 10 to 11 lakhs with us, within a year and a month, you'll get that investment back. We offered a slightly bigger model, which is the area franchising model, where the investment is 14 lakhs. Here you'll not only have one unit franchisee directly of yours, you can also appoint 2 more area franchises. So like typically like a city like Delhi, South Delhi will perform as an area. East Delhi will be an area. So one area franchisee will get East Delhi, like one unit franchisee will get South Delhi. So I'm just giving an example because most of you should be familiar with Delhi. So you know what's an area, what does an area mean. For master franchisee, like for example, we could explore at Nepal, one master franchisee for entire Nepal. So that's about 18 lakhs of investment, and the franchisee fee is about 12 lakhs. Here you will get one unit franchisee and you can appoint 11 more unit franchises under you. And the payback period is 1 year, 2 months. I'll be very happy to address any questions which you might have now, online or offline, or please write to Archana or the team, or please contact our helpline. It will be a privilege to answer your questions. Thank you so much. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you so much, Mr. Banerjee, for that powerful presentation and presenting your business idea to each one of us. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we invite the team of Remeses, and it's our privilege again to invite Arnab Sinha as well as Abhishek to talk about this great initiative which they have taken. We invite Abhishek Kumar as well as Arnab Sinha. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us today. And we are really excited to know about Remeses, which is India's first chain of cloud cleaning. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Archana. Thank you so much, and delighted.
Thank you, Archana. Good evening, everyone.
So before I get into the presentation, very quickly, we just wanted to help you understand what exactly is this business proposition and why it makes a lot of sense for countries like India, Nepal, Bangladesh. So with Remeses, what we are doing is we are changing the way healthcare has traditionally been developed in India, which has been led through physical brick and mortar clinics where you have certain doctors and patients walk in and they get treated or they get recommended by those doctors. The challenge with that model is that you are compelled to seek consultancy from the doctor that is physically present at the clinic. So regardless of whether that doctor is suitable for your ailment or not, or regardless of whether you want to take consultation from that particular doctor or not, you are forced to do it because this is a clinic that is located close to where you live. And this is the only doctor that is sitting at that particular clinic. And this is an issue that each one of us has faced at various points of time in our life. With Remeses, we want to change this game. We want every patient to have access to the best possible doctors without going very far. Especially if you look at what is happening with Bangladesh or Nepal, India gets a lot of medical tourism from both these countries. A lot of patients in Bangladesh, a lot of patients in Nepal, they travel down to India for even some minor ailments or sometimes even for major surgeries. And very often when you come to India and when you take the consultation, you realize that it would have made a lot of sense if you would have been consulted virtually. You really did not really make a lot of sense for you to come down all the way from Dhaka to a New Delhi or all the way from Nepal to a New Delhi or a Kolkata to get consulted. So with Remesis, what we are doing is we are setting up cloud clinics. And when I say cloud clinics, these are physical clinics, very similar to what is already set up. But instead of having just one doctor at the clinic, the moment you enter, the moment you explain your issue, you can actually consult with any doctor seated anywhere in the world. So each Remesis clinic, the way it works is that these are proper physical clinics, which are manned very successfully by Remesis trained nurses. So what we have done is we have created a proper Remesis academy where we are training paramedics, where we are training nurses, and these nurses are then deployed at these clinics. As a patient, you walk in, you explain your ailment to the nurse. The nurse does the vital checks. So she has all the equipment and the paraphernalia at the clinic itself. So she will carry out an initial diagnosis, do the vital checks, measure the vital records. And then next what she's going to do is she's going to upload all this information online on our Remesis platform. Now, the next step would be that basis your ailment and basis her diagnosis, she would be then connecting you to a Remesis doctor virtually. So instead of being forced to consult the doctor that is sitting at the clinic, the nurse would be connecting you to the right doctor. That right doctor could be seated in Delhi. That right doctor could be seated in Dhaka. He could be in Kathmandu. He could be in London. But she will make sure that you're only speaking to the right doctor and you're not wasting your time. The doctor will consult you virtually. The nurse will be assisting the entire consultation. The doctor will be writing the prescription also virtually. So you would be seeing entire treatment happening online. You would be seeing the prescription online, and automatically the prescription will get emailed to you, as well as it will also be sent on your WhatsApp. So you don't have to every time carry extensive paperwork, which is a very big challenge today where people tend to lose the paperwork. So everything is recorded and stored for eternity on Remesis servers. So you would have realized that in the last 6-7 months in particular, because of COVID-19 concerns, because of contamination concerns, a lot of patients and a lot of doctors are consulting virtually. If you go by statistics, almost in the last 7 months itself, telemedicine in the Indian subcontinent has seen a rise of 1,500%. So people just don't want to step out. Doctors don't want to step out. They want to do all the consultation virtually. So that is the reason why Remesis, which is a brand that we have been working on for the last 2 years almost, has suddenly seen a huge spike. The last 6 months, our sales have increased by almost 3,000% due to the increase in number of telemedicine consultation. And for people who don't understand telemedicine, telemedicine is a very simple technology wherein a patient and a doctor connect with each other. They talk to each other. The patient takes the consultancy without being physically seated next to each other. We have turned this model around and we have created clinics out of them because we understand that traditional healthcare right now is in shambles. And with the kind of impact that COVID-19 has had on people and on their psyche, we also understand that people don't want to travel very far. They want to go to a clinic which is nearby, but at the same time, they want to get consultancy from a doctor that they believe would be truly able to help them out. Telemedicine as such has existed for more than last 5-6 years, and there are a lot of telemedicine platforms that exist. But the biggest problem with the telemedicine platforms in India or globally right now is the way the entire process is designed. So as a patient, the first expectation that a telemedicine platform has is that you would know what you're suffering from. So as an example, if I'm having a heartburn, the telemedicine platform would expect that I should know myself whether it is related to acidity, whether it is related to some cardio issues, whether I have an ulcer, or whether it is something independent. So there, the probability of a patient going wrong is very high because as a patient, I have very limited medical knowledge and it would be very difficult for me to self-diagnose. Once I have done that, the platform shows me the kind of doctors that are available depending on what I believe my ailment is. So as an example, if I feel that my heartburn is because of cardio-related issues, it will show me all the cardiologists that are there. The challenge there again is that the platforms expect me to decide who is the right cardiologist for me. As a patient, I have very limited medical knowledge, so it is nearly impossible for me to figure out who is the right cardiologist. So the probability of my going wrong as a patient is very, very high. Either I would have done a wrong self-diagnosis or I would have done a wrong selection of doctors. So if you look at the telemedicine platforms and if you look at the kind of reviews that are there, you would realize that almost 80% of the patients that come to the platform, they eventually are disgruntled. They don't like the consultancy or they don't like the diagnosis that has been given to them, and they end up seeking a second or third consultancy. The dropout rate is phenomenally high because of the design of the platforms. The onus is only on finding the doctors, giving them a platform, but the patient has to decide everything for himself. With Remesis, we intend to change exactly this. So it is our responsibility as a platform to help you as a patient understand what is wrong, to help you understand what is the ailment, and then we as the platform take the responsibility of finding the right doctor for you and making sure that you're getting the right consultation. Once the prescription has been given, it is the responsibility of the Remesis trained nurse to regularly follow up with the patient to make sure that he's responding to the treatment positively. And if there are any challenges or if there are any red flags, she immediately escalates it to the concerned doctor. So we are already running this business in India. We are currently running multiple clinics across Maharashtra. We are present in Pune and we are present on the outskirts of Pune. We are in the process of launching our first clinic in Delhi NCR, a clinic in Chandigarh and a clinic in Hyderabad. And all these clinics would have a proper brick and mortar structure. There will be all the equipments, all the necessary medical consumables and non-consumables inside. There would be a proper Remesis trained nurse who would be assisting the patient while the patient takes a video consultancy with a doctor who is remotely located. So just to give you an example, this is a small video of 20 seconds that I'm going to play. And this is from one of our clinics in an area called Gadchiroli, which is a very small rural village in Maharashtra, about 300 kilometers from Pune. So what you're seeing here is that there is this patient in this very small village which hardly had two primary doctors till date. And despite the kind of illness they had, they always had to go to these two primary doctors because they had no better option. So very often the doctors gave the wrong prescription and the patient suffered. But because they don't have a better option, they keep going back to the same doctor. Now, the moment that we have launched this clinic, which is now about 6 months old, the same patient is able to connect remotely to a doctor who is seated in Mumbai. So now she's getting a better diagnosis. The nurse is there. She is doing all the medical translation for the patient and ensuring that the patient and the doctor are able to connect and have a conversation seamlessly. All the information is being recorded, and this is the information that would be given to the patient so she can take the medicines or the lab test as recommended. So this is one clinic where we are witnessing almost 60 to 70 patients coming in on a daily basis and taking consultancy from our doctors based out of Delhi, Mumbai, Guwahati, and Pune. Now, this is the big overall Remesis service portfolio. I've already talked about the virtual consultation where a patient comes in and takes the consultation from a doctor who is remotely located. But we also understand that there is a huge segment of patients that have very reduced mobility. So say someone who is very old, or someone who has a mobility issue, or someone who is crippled who cannot physically come down to the clinic. So for such patients, we also offer the home service, wherein our Remesis trained nurse, along with all the equipment and all the paraphernalia, will actually travel down to the patient's home, administer the vaccine, do the consultancy, administer medicine. So depending on whatever is the requirement of the patient, she can also carry out a consultation or a service directly at the patient's home. And this business has actually seen an almost 6,000% growth in the last 7 months, where a lot of old patients or a lot of sick patients who do not want to move out of their home because of COVID concerns, they are increasingly asking our team to visit them at their home. Very importantly, while Remesis helps you reduce paperwork, Remesis makes sure that you do not end up wasting your time in the waiting room. Remesis makes sure that we are able to constantly follow up and make sure that you're responding to the treatment in the right manner. But what I feel is what we have done very well and what the kind of recommendation that we are getting from our patients is that we have shifted the ownership from the patient to the platform. So as a patient, you don't have to worry about figuring out what you are suffering from. You don't have to worry about finding the right doctor. It is our responsibility through our Remesis trained nurse to figure out what actually ails you. And then through our Remesis trained nurse, it is our responsibility to connect you to the right doctor. We have multiple doctors on our platform who are working on a full-time basis. So you can actually dial a doctor even at 12 in the night and you would be able to receive a recommendation from them. One thing which is regarding the technology platform that I would like to touch upon is that when you look at a majority of the platforms in India or even in Bangladesh or Nepal today, you would see that these are all based on third-party vendors. So whether you talk about the platform of Apollo, Fortis, you talk about Practo, you will see that when you're doing a video call, these video calls are powered by WhatsApp or Skype or Zoom call. But the challenge there is that as a patient, you're sharing a lot of information that is confidential, that is private. You do not want that data to be disseminated. The moment you're using a third-party platform, the chances of data breach or data leakage becomes very high. The video technology that we have, it is our proprietary technology. We have developed it from scratch and it is hosted on our own server. So every single piece of data that you are sharing as a patient, it is 100% protected and there is absolutely no chance of data leak or data breach. The overall model is that we need about 400 to 500 square feet of area. The total investment is about 8 to 9 lakh rupees. 3 lakh plus GST is our franchise fee. The remaining investment is on doing up the infrastructure, the signages, the branding, the setup. Plus, you would also be getting a set of 102 various kinds of medical consumables, medical non-consumables, non-medical consumables like a television set, the LED set, which allows you to directly speak to the doctor, the printer, the computer monitor, the stethoscope. All this would be part of the equipment and paraphernalia that would be kept at your store. What you're seeing below is the performance of a typical clinic, and this is based on real-time data. It typically takes you about 2 to 3 months to become operationally profitable. You would be able to hit a peak by the time you are in the 5th or 6th quarter, and then gradually your sales keep building up. So we expect that over a period of 5 years, by investing about 9 odd lakh rupees in the model, you should be able to make anywhere between 55 lakh to 60 lakhs over a 5-year agreement period, which means that you would be getting a return on your investment, which is more than 600%. In terms of support, the most important thing for you to understand is that the doctors that will be there on the platform and that are already there on the platform, these are doctors that are on our payrolls or they are doing a part-time consultancy with us. So as a franchise owner, you do not have to spend a single penny on any of these doctors. Any expenses that we have to bear on the doctors in terms of their salaries or in terms of their consultancy fee would be 100% paid by Remesis, the platform. As a franchisee, you only have to invest in a couple of manpower. That also we would be providing you. We would be bringing in the nurse. We would be training them initially and on a monthly basis. You only have to bear their salary and you only have to bear the rentals. The video technology that we have developed, you get it free of cost. The equipment and the paraphernalia is a one-time investment. So your fixed cost or a monthly expenditure in this kind of a business is never going to be more than 50 to 60,000 Indian rupees. We help you figure out the right site. We have our own technology. We have developed our own algorithm basis which we can tell you which site would work for you and which would not. The entire business is technology led. So we have developed our own proprietary technology like I explained before. And then we have a human touch in the form of Remesis nurses. We are very strong as a digital company as well. So we would be doing all the brand building and the digital marketing awareness to make sure that the patients get to know that a Remesis clinic has opened up in the neighborhood. Very importantly, this is one business where word of mouth is very important. The same patient can come to you multiple times. He can recommend his family members. So that is why we on our payrolls are maintaining what we call a patient delight team. It is responsibility of this patient delight team to regularly follow up with the patient to understand how she or he is responding to the treatment and if there are any changes that are required. So we are there with you every step of the way. We understand this business inside out. We are only looking for franchise partners who believe in the healthcare system and who believe in technology and are willing to join us in this journey. So that's it from my side. Needless to say, healthcare is witnessing a massive boom. Telemedicine has witnessed a 1200 to 1500% growth in just the last 6 to 7 months. And we are absolutely looking to partner with you guys, whether you want to set up a Rameses clinic in India or whether you want to leverage our technology and take the Rameses clinic to Bangladesh or to Nepal. Our video technology is already customized to cater to any country. So we can very quickly extend it to you. If you run a hospital, if you run a clinic, we would love to partner you and offer you our video technology and telemedicine solution. So that's it from my side. Happy to take up any questions right now or set up a one-on-one video call later.
Sure, sure. So keeping in mind, because we are facing shortage of time, we'll definitely come back to you for one-to-one query, Arnav.
Just to add, I think this is a tremendous opportunity, and what Arnav has briefed, this can be also a licensing opportunity. So if say a group in Bangladesh and Nepal wants to really set up this whole infrastructure in their own market, so technology can be licensed. The good part with technology is that you can even build your local capability. The same problem is in Nepal and Bangladesh. The big cities have healthcare facilities, but other smaller cities in the country doesn't have that. I think. Look at Kathmandu has still a facility available, so you can really create the full licensing model with the technology which has taken a lot of value, which has already been built, is available. So if you want to really set up, say, a same infrastructure, same structure, the technology licensing can also happen. Just to add on that, Abhishek, you want to add anything on this further?
No, so rightly said. I think what we're looking at is, creating these hubs at various spaces and very small areas into Nepal and Bangladesh, because as Gaurav sir said, all the major cities would have some level of good level of medical facilities, but even if you go to tier 2 kind of city, you'll find this lacking. And as Arnav started initially, I think there's a tremendous inflow of medical tourism that people come from areas like from Nepal and Bangladesh to India. I think that is the market that can be tapped immediately, and you can get the return on your investment as immediate as possible. So looking forward to have discussion. I think it's a wonderful opportunity.
Thanks, Abhishek. Thanks, Arunab. Archana, how many more? Because I think we run out of time. So you want to really tell who all is there, so that we prioritize and we quickly run through so that people are able to cover everything.
Sure, sir. So we request all the brands to support us and wrap up your presentation within 10 minutes. Now we invite the next brand, Neo Stencil, and we have Tabrish Khan who's talking about this particular brand. Tabrish, you are on. Yeah,
sorry.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Archana. Please, okay. So, good evening, everyone. We are a US-based edtech company for online exam preparation. And we were a digital platform. Till the date, we have helped thousands of students to prepare exams online mode. So because of increase in demand, we have enrolled our digital centers. So let's move to the slide. So New Stencil, our motto is to making the education quality accessible and affordable to all, especially for tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 cities. And New Stencil was established in 2014 by Mr. Kush Pijal, who is the alumnus of IIT Bombay and IIM Calcutta. And he has experience of over 10 years in the industries. So we have a 500 plus courses and 110 plus teachers, 30,000 plus videos, 11 lakh plus registered students with us, and 45 top institutes across the country. If we talk about the examination on the courses with us, we have IAS, State ECS, IES, GATE, CSIR, UGC NET, JEE, NEET, and Judiciary. These all courses are under one roof. So if we talk about the key benefits, then we have a key benefits like we have a live classes, and we have a 24/7 access to live classes. We have a study material in soft form as well as in printed form. We have a monthly interaction with our toppers and weekly interaction with our counselors, expert counselors to counsel the students. And we also have a test series in offline and online mode. If we talk about the financial part, so the financial part is the area required is like 1200 square feet, and the investment is of like 19 lakhs, in which the franchisee fee is 5 lakhs, and rest is for the setup cost. So royalty to the brand is 15% and the agreement term is 9%. So what the franchisee get is like what our franchisee partner gets is the opportunity to own a digital centers for exam like IAS, State PCS, IES, GATE, Judiciary, NET, IIT, JEE, NEET, CLAT, and a freedom to conduct coaching classes for 8 different competitive exams and make 6-7 batches per day under one roof. Average coaching fee for all these courses are 50 to 55,000, you can say, per year. 85% revenue sharing on the enrollments and 5 to 10% revenue sharing on the direct online admission from the PIN codes, where we have a franchisee partners. Term of the franchisee varies from 5 to 9 years. And if we had a franchisee, then the online lead generation support from the Neo Stencil will be provided, in which 150 to 200 leads will be given every month to the partner institutes or franchisee. For additional incentive for initial 10 franchises. In these time when the students are at their homes, it's a great opportunity to provide them India's best coaching in the hometown and solve the students' big problem of relocating cities for coaching. In the partnership with the Franchise India team, Neo Stencil is looking to roll out the digital learning center across India. Thank you so much. Over to you, Archana.
Thank you, Mr. Khan, for joining us today and presenting your business idea. Thank you so much.
Just to add,
Now
this is also a great opportunity because I think education by technology, India has a big advantage on that. We have developed platforms which are super platforms, both I think e-medicine, telemedicine, and edutech. These are two big opportunities I think India has an advantage on in these markets. Great technology is being developed, and both companies are very, very good. So if you are interested in Neo Stencil to take again the license and run the license for the full country, please reach out to us.
So now we invite the next brand, Mahindra First Choice, and we have Mr. Jyot Mehra, who is presenting business idea of Mahindra First Choice. They are presenting their two-wheeler and four-wheeler service center model with us.
Yeah. Hello and good evening, everyone. Archana, my presentation is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So a very warm good evening. Today I am feeling very honored that I am able to present our brand in front of investors who are going to be catalyst in driving success in their nations. As an Indian, 2nd October is very historic day for us as we celebrate birth anniversary of father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. 2nd October is also celebrated as Founders Day in Mahindra, and today we are celebrating our 75th Founder Day in Mahindra family. 2nd October is also embarked as International Day of Non-Violence. On such historic day, which is important not only nationally but internationally, I will be presenting you about India's largest multi-brand servicing in four-wheeler and a brand which has already gained huge success in India from urban areas to rural areas and have a massive popularity among four-wheeler and two-wheeler vehicle service owners. A brand which is being spoken with utmost respect, that is Mahindra First Choice Services. Mahindra First Choice Services is a part of Mahindra family, and Mahindra family, as we know that Mahindra is a 20.7 billion multinational group which is based in Mahindra, Mumbai, and which employs more than 2 lakh people all across the globe. It has presence in more than 100 countries, and it has won many awards and accolades all over the world and is very recognized brand. Mahindra First Choice Services belongs to the mobility service sector of Mahindra Group, which consists of other companies like Mahindra First Choice Wheels, Mahindra Logistics, Zoom Car. Mahindra First Choice Services particularly deals in 4 important brands. First is our four-wheeler brand, which is Mahindra First Choice Any Car Service. Second is our Mahindra First Choice Any Bike Service, which is for two-wheeler. We have our DRO software, which is the garage management software, and we have our private label business, which is called as MFC Smart Replacement. Talking about MFC's journey, so it has been a very great ride for us. So Mahindra First Choice Services started in April 2008. We launched our first MFCS workshop as Coco. In 2014, we launched first MFCS franchisee, and by Feb 2016, we were 100 operational franchisees. In 2018, we launched our two-wheeler workshop, first two-wheeler workshop, and by 2019, we crossed a network of 500 plus MFCS workshops. So MFCS has already very high MFCS and network in India with more than 500 plus franchisees, and around 150 workshops are under setup. We are there in every nook and corner of India. So we are there in more than 350 cities, towns, and in more than 25 states. We have already serviced 25 million services, and we have a background of around 72% franchise partner from non-auto background. So we are open to any investor, even if they are not having experience in auto sector. Now, what is the automotive service opportunity? So basically, this is an Indian represent, and to our counterparts like Nepal and Bangladesh, the data is more or less kind of similar. So in India, there are 30 million cars in India which require 3 services every year. So there are 9 million services required every year. So if we say if the ticket size is around 4,000 car every car, so the service requirement is around 360,000 million. Same in two-wheeler, the opportunity is around 600,000 million. So if we see, the majority of this chunk is owned by OEM and independent garages in four-wheeler as well as in two-wheeler. Now, as you see, as the multi-brand organized players are coming in, and as an MFCS has been a pioneer in developing multi-brand organized business in India, the industry is transitioning from unorganized to organized sector. And MFCS wants to do this in their counterparts such as Nepal and Bangladesh, where the service opportunity is very huge. Now talking about the customer journey. So for example, if a customer buys a new car, a vehicle is in warranty for 2 to 2.5 years. After some time, the vehicle becomes out of warranty and for 5 to 6 years, and then the person buys a new car after 8 to 9 years. So this is a roughly average in India. Now what this data say? Now the data is very interesting because the majority of the car servicing is spent, so majority of the amount that is spent in car servicing is between 3 to 7 years, 7 years. And we Mahindra are into the sweet spot. That is why our slogan is there. So once your free service is over, come to us for your paid service. So our slogan is free ke baad first choice. As the age of the vehicle increases, the customer need also changes. So initially, where the importance is pride, ambience, non-hassle, convenience, it changes to convenience, transparency, and quality. And as the car becomes convenience and transparency becomes important for us. So we are there in a convenience and there the Mahindra First Choice Services is. Talk about franchisee options. So we have all kinds of franchisee option: MFCS 4-wheeler, MFCX, that is quick car service, and 2-wheeler workshop. If an investment part is concerned, so MFCS 4-wheeler, the investment is around 8 to 12 million in MF, and it requires an area of around 6 to 12,000 square feet. The number of ramps around 6 to 15 bays, and working capital requirement around 1.5 to 2 million. So the person can earn around 12 to 2 million in 1.2 to 2 million in the steady state. The operational break-even will be around 9 to 12 months, and the project break-even will be around 2.5 to 3 years. Same in MFCX 44, the investment is around 2.5 to 3.5 million. So the investment is pretty low as compared to a 4-wheeler full-fledged model, because we say to establish only 2 to 3 bays, the area requirement is also very less, and the earning potential is also very good. The operational break-even is also much faster, and project break-even is also much faster. In a 2-wheeler 4x4, the investment is very less, so it is around 1.6 to 2.1 million. The area requirement is very small, it is 750 to 200 square feet. We ask our franchise to establish 2 to 6 RAM, and the revenue is also good. The operational break-even also is much faster, and the number of 2-wheelers is also very huge in India, be the counterparts also. So what is the Mahindra First Choice value proposition? So let us understand the economics of this business. So for example, if we open a workshop, we receives vehicle inflow, the ticket size is X, so the revenue becomes XY, and there is some cost involved in it. The margin is revenue minus cost. Now, when Mahindra or someone yes, this vehicle inflow increases at very high rate. So vehicle inflow almost kind of double down. The ticket size also increases. So how the vehicle size increases, how the ticket size increases, that will learn after. So the revenue also becomes manifold. So the opportunity of earning is also very high. Cost as a franchisee also goes up. So it kind of reduces at certain places where we have tie up with very good equipment vendors. We give them knowledge how to establish infra, so their cost goes down, so they know which are the intricacies of this business and where to save the cost. The cost of goods sold is also very less. Cost of customer acquisition becomes less because we give them many artworks and many activities knowledge we give them. The inventory cost is also very less. The sourcing costs also become less because we give them the know-how of that. We support them in PSF. Now, their cost also goes up. Why? Because they have to set up infra as per MFCS now. They have to buy very good kind of equipment. They have to take care in customer care. They have to employ very good manpower and skilled manpower. They have to pay as an MFCS fees, of course. Now, if you see, the margin as franchisee is higher what the normal margin is. So our franchisee value proposition is the margin which is higher than what you establish in a normal workshop. Now, how the vehicle inflow increases, let us look into that. So when someone joins our brand, we create a visibility. So how we create the visibility? We, through signages, through uniform, through many success stories, through promo templates, through online marketing, we create the visibility. We create the visibility through digital promotions also, wherein the online promotions, the social media promotions, the microsite promotion is done. So on various occasions, like in Gandhi Jayanti also, we have created so many artworks, and it is flowing in very social media and through our website. Also, we give they can upload their offers, they can upload their testimonials, they can upload their success stories. We have developed a complete range of loyalty product of so we have AMC, wherein kind of we give customer discount in, let's say, bundling up 2 services or 3 services. We have product which is warranty B and warranty, where you get warranty once your warranty is finished. We have RSA product, that is roadside assistance. So even if during the breakdown of your vehicle, our franchises provide the support. We have also developed an MFC Assure product, so our franchises are also able to sell insurance through their service centers, which adds revenue to our franchisees. We have tie-up with many fleet companies. We have tie up with more than 16 insurance company, which no OEM in the industry has, and we have developed a unique program which is called as MFC Buddy, wherein we give support of accidental vehicles to our franchisee partners. As the person joins our brand, his total ticket size increases. Why? Because simply our ticket size is 15 to 20% more what our local garages is, and we have availability of full range product which increases the ticket size of our franchisees. If we say that how it reduces the cost, so we give training to the support to the staff of MFCS franchisee. We give technical training support, whereas we have established our online our toll-free numbers also, where they can call and they can request for any support. We have developed a program for our owners for how to manage their business profitability, how to increase their profitability, how to manage their workshop, and how to employ or how to implement, let's say, technology in their business. We give them many guidelines, many hand-holding activity. We supply very quality spare part to them. We have developed very high margin spare part and very good quality spare part under MFC brand, wherein our franchisees are able to get spare part at very good rate, and the quality is at par the OEMs, and these spare parts are favorite of our franchisees. We give many promotions to our franchisees. We do SMR calling. We give many offers to our franchisees so they are able to run their business in a very good manner. We have established MFCS hub from where they are getting spare parts. We do PSF calling for them, where we monitor their customer satisfaction index also. We give many industry updates to them. We set up base camps wherein our franchisees are able to give the positive feedback, where the franchisees share their success stories in their workshop. We conduct many monthly audits in our franchises so that their workshops is able to run at a very quality rate. We also give very many working capital requirement to our franchisees, such as MASC is one of the product which provides working capital requirement, wherein our franchisees service the accidental vehicles at where they don't have to pay for the let's say the spare part, wherein MFCS helps in managing their working capital. We help in their staff recruitment through various portals and also through our knowledge. We give them industry support and contingency support. So I welcome you to MFCS family, become our franchisee today and MFCS franchise partner for our 4-wheeler and 2-wheeler service brand, and also our MFCS franchise partner. Thank you. Thank you, Archana. Any questions? I am happy to take up any questions if something is there.
So thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Mehra. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Junaid. I think is a great opportunity. Mahindra is extremely popular and very respected brands in both the countries. And before I think the session started, I said this is a very, very unique opportunity available. And this can be a humongous opportunity for, obviously, we can also talk about, I think I had a discussion with the leadership team at Mahindra. They can also look at somebody who can come as a master, take the full region, and provided the group is very big. So there has to be understanding, because the group is very well renowned in that market. So if the group and the representation is right, they can also look at somebody who is.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mehra. Now I will invite my colleague Priyanka Roy to take it further. Over to you, Priyanka.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I understand it's quite late, so I will just start with the brands. We are FranGlobal international arm of franchise India, and before, in middle of all these brands, one of our brand has been showcased, that is Pest Control. And I would like to invite our next brand, which is Action Coach. So we have Satyam Garg with us. He's the general manager of Action Coach, India and Middle East. Satyam, you can take over from here.
So thank you so much, Priyanka, for the opportunity. Yes, I understand it's pretty late. You have been with all the audience has been with us for over 2.5 hours now. just shows the enthusiasm and the excitement that you have when it comes to choosing the business. What I bring to you is a very unique business opportunity, and I think, Bangladesh, Nepal as a region, this is something that you should really look forward to. I bring to you an opportunity where you can become a business coach, work with small, medium business owners, and help them grow their business. When it comes to choosing a business, don't we wish at times for success to be served in a box? What if I tell you Action Coach is exactly that opportunity? As a franchisee business owner, you get a business idea, a toolkit, expansive network, and business opportunities. Everything nearly packed together, which you can use to make the life and your career everyone dreams of. So, what exactly is business coaching? You become a business expert where you work with business owners and help them grow their business. The growth is just not limited to increasing their revenues or getting in more profits. It's also about bringing structures to the organization and ultimately taking the business forward. A lot of times, businesses become stagnant. They are not able to grow, and that's where a coach comes in, helps them understand what their mission and vision is, and takes them through the journey of taking the business to the next level. In times like these, particularly the times that we are going through currently, a lot of businesses have impacted, and whenever there is a crisis, people tend to look towards leadership, and that's where Action Coach as a business opportunity gives you the opportunity to become that leader and help business owners grow their business. Now, I'll quickly run you through the presentation. So if my colleague Mansi can put in the presentation. So what is Action Coach? We are a 27-year-old company that's headquartered at United States. Las Vegas is a corporate office. And we are the #1 in terms of business coaching in the world. No, there's no other organization which is as big as us. We are currently operating in about 82 countries, globally a team of about 1,400 plus coaches coaching about 30,000 businesses every week. One of the questions that I really get is, what it takes, what kind of background you should have to become a business coach. So this is an opportunity, even if you're a working professional, if you're a business owner who's looking to diversify, this is an opportunity that you should really look forward to. Mansi, we can go to the next slide. These are our coaches in India and Middle East. So we are a team of close to about 35 plus coaches. We recently appointed our first coach in Bangladesh. He's based out of Dhaka. He joined our team in the month of August. So we are already there, And people have come from diversified backgrounds. So I have coaches who have been, in their earlier life, they were top C-suite executives, a lot of chartered accountants, a lot of mid-senior managers who now in the second innings of the career have taken up a profession like coaching, a lot of corporate trainers, L&D experts, a lot of business owners who were being coached by our coaches, but they loved the concept so much that they decided to come on board as a coach with us. So no matter the background that you have, in case you are willing to learn, if you are committed, if you're self-driven, if you enjoy helping others, if you enjoy working on complex business models, this is the right kind of opportunity that you should get into. Mansi, we can go to the next slide. Yeah. So one of the key reasons what has made us the #1 company is our founder and chairman. He's there right on your screen. His name is Brad Sugars. For people who don't know, I will recommend you that you should definitely follow him on social media. No matter whether you decide to go ahead with Action Coach as a business or not, but if you follow him, if you learn from him, there is so many tips and strategies that he will share with you on a daily basis that if you go back, implement in your business, you will benefit a lot. Apart from being an author, entrepreneur, speaker, the most important aspect of Brad is that he's an innovator, and that is one quality that he passes on to all the coaches due to the training. It's very important to innovate. Who would have thought about 6 months back that we would be in such a situation where there would be a lockdown, there would be so much, business will have to go virtual, all of that stuff. Brad came up with so many strategies that suited business owners in times like these. Our coaches have helped, our coaches have got better conversion rate in times like these, and it's thanks to the strong leadership that we have in place. Now, another important aspect of taking Action Coach as a business opportunity is the strong support structures that we had. If we can go to the next slide, at Action Coach, you don't have to worry about creating your coaching processes or how to help a business owner, how you should be reaching out to a client, how you would be convincing a client to come on board. all the soft and hard systems are provided by us, be it related to your sales and marketing, be it related to your coaching process of how you add value to a business owner. All of that is, provided to you right on day one. The day you complete your training and you walk out, all your focus is just on acquiring and coaching clients. And our coaching models are effective. We have tried these coaching practices, the coaching modules across 82 geographies for the past 27 years. And that's where we know, our coaching models are very effective and we guarantee results to business owners. So we, in fact, most of our coaches, we are not trainers here. We are people who bring tangible results to the business. So whenever they are talking to a business, they say, though, if you're looking towards growth, if you're looking towards increasing your revenues, I am the person who can help you take that. So that's the kind of confidence that we have in our coaching system. Now, you can do all of this all by yourself as well, but it will take years for you to develop. At Action Coach, as a business opportunity, you get a team that is always helping you. You get a brand that is well recognized globally. You get all the tool systems and resources that are required to run your coaching business effectively. Now, coming to the most important element of how does the revenue come for the coaches? How will you be making money if you decide to come on board? So at Action Coach, we have a product ladder. Now, product ladder is basically that what are, like in coaching, what is that you will be doing for the business owner so that they pay you. Okay, so we have created multiple products. The first product on the top of the ladder is a one-to-one coaching session where you're sitting with the business owner and you're coaching them. Then we have a group coaching where you can invite business owners into a room and you can coach them in groups. We also have 90-day planning workshop where you can help business owners come up with a 90-day plan. It can be an overall business plan. It can be a particular business function related plan. So we have a product that suits each kind of business. We have a product for each and every business that just ensures that there is revenue coming in from multiple streams. So if you're looking towards a 8-digit earning potential, this is the right kind of opportunity for you. Now, if you're looking at coming on board with us, we take you through an extensive training, how the body language of the coach should be, how you would be coaching a client, how you would be selling yourself, how you would be guaranteeing results to business owner, how you add value to businesses. All of that is covered in our training module. It starts with a 4-week online training, followed by a 10-day in-house training. So now in times like these, we have migrated the 10-day in-house training to virtual. So our team from the global office will connect with you and do the training program virtually. And then this is followed by another 4 weeks of online training, which we call the post training. Apart from that, every month there are refresher training sessions. We have accountability calls with our senior and master coaches. We have weekly calls with our coaches, so that you are learning and growing. Any help, any hand holding that you need, the international community of coaches is always there to help you. Coming to the business models that we have, we are offering 2 business models. The first is a single coach model. So where you come on board, we train and certify you, and then you start reaching out to business owners and you coach them. The commercials are there on your screen to get a better understanding on the opportunity and the commercial structure. My colleague Nancy is floating a link in the chat box. Fill in the link, we'll get your details and we can connect with you over a call so that we can give you more details about the opportunity. The second model is a firm model. So in the first model, you were working all by yourself. Here you get exclusive rights for a particular territory. So for example, if someone is from Dhaka or Kathmandu, they say, I want exclusive rights, then we won't appoint any other coach or any other firm in that region. You have exclusive rights and you can reach out to business owners and you can coach them. Plus you can also build a team of coaches under you. The license fees and the training fees are right there on your screen. Fill in the link in the chat box and we can always discuss that opportunity in detail. Now, coming to the most important aspect of this presentation is, since we had limited time, I have just given you a brief overview of the opportunity. And, as Gaurav sir was mentioning right at the start of the webinar today, it's very important whenever you're selecting a business, it's very important for you to evaluate the business. There is a process. So at Action Coach, we will take you through a journey where we will give you all the information that is needed so that you can take a call whether you want to move forward or not. The first step is to attend a toolbox tour. It happens every Monday, 9:30 p.m. During my presentation, I've spoken a lot about tool systems that we have in place. Now, what are those? You get to see in the toolbox tour. After you have attended the toolbox tour, and if in case you are excited to take it forward, speak to some of our coaches, our existing coaches. ask them of why they have invested in Action Coach, how their experience has been, if they have been able to recover their investments, if they are making money or not. You get clarity from them. After speaking to the coaches, if you think, yes, this makes sense, then the step is to speak to our global CEO. His name is Vic Cipatelli. He's based out of Australia. He's been with Action Coach for over 20 years now. A very good guy to, speak to and get more insights of why this can be an exciting profession to get into. Trust me, if you go through these 3 steps, by the end of it, you will have a definite answer whether you want to move forward or not. And in case you don't want to move forward, we totally respect that. But in case you decide to move ahead, then our process of due diligence starts, where we do a behavioral assessment, we do a thorough background check. Mr. Maria will get on a call with you just to ensure that we are getting the right kind of person into the system. And then if all goes well, we sign you up and we bring you on board. The next training is scheduled for the month of November. And for anyone to be eligible to attend that training, they have to complete a 1-month pre-training. So if you're looking at an opportunity like this, connect with us, go through the journey to understand this concept, and then you will be in a position to take a call. So this was it from my end. In case you have any specific questions, you can reach out to us. The contact details are there on your screen. We have also floated the link. You can just fill it up and then we can reach out to you. So thank you so much, Priyanka, and over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mansi and Satyam, for joining us today and talking about Action Coach. This brings to end of this particular webinar and summit. Now we invite Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am for the closing remarks.
Thank you, friends, and thank you for joining us for this little prolonged webinar, because we wanted to give an opportunity for you to go through. As I said, this is now a new beginning. We will continue to bring in every month one show for our friends in Nepal and Bangladesh, and multiple opportunities, both international and domestic. So we will keep up. So we'll keep using the Friday every time, and we'll circulate to that. If you want to be part of a lot of other webinars we do, every single day we do a webinar in India at 12 o'clock for opportunities which are cutting edge opportunities, technology based, new trends, and some are international opportunities. Then also you can be part of it. You have to just send a WhatsApp on our hotline number, which is 91 is the India code, 97176838838. That's a hotline. Send a WhatsApp, save that number on your phone so that we can put you in a broadcast list. We can continue to send you different broadcasts or different opportunities so that you are actually informed on that. Next 3 months, we're going to be doing these digital webinars, and in the early days, next quarter, if all goes well, they will be bringing a physical show to both the markets. So we have a very big fondness on both the markets. I particularly have worked hard on these 2 markets. I feel that there is a great opportunity. Action is a great opportunity which has been presented, which Satyam has given. I think both markets have an opportunity to start either a action coach or a firm. So please reach out to us for any other opportunity. I'll also put my email ID, which I've already done, but I will still put for people who've not noted. It's very simple, gm@gauravmaria.com. Please reach to me if you are interested in any particular opportunity or even want to start something in those markets. We are also very keen to look at independent consultants who would work with us in these markets, both in Nepal and in Bangladesh, who would become franchise consultants and work with us to promote opportunities on those markets. If you are interested, please apply for that also. We're very, very keen to look at Nepal and Bangladesh independent franchise consultants who would work with us to promote both domestic and international opportunities. And there is also a huge opportunity for taking brands, local brands, Bangladeshi brands, a lot of Nepalese brands to bring to other parts of the world. So there is a good brands which are available there, some very, very good brands, and which can really go and expand also. That also we can really look at it. Thank you very much. Over to you, Sonia, if you want to add something.
I'd like to thank friends, all of you, and I feel this has been a very good response that we got from both the markets. And there's certain opportunities which I saw that you also have demanded apart from the brand that were represented today. And we'll try and bring as many options as we can. And apart from this, I think I just saw one of the comments where one of our viewers wanted to have a recording of some of the webinars. There's a live recording which has been done, and you can find all the webinars on the Franchise India Brands Facebook page. Not only this one, there are almost, I would say 400 odd brands that you can find on this website, on our Facebook link. And if you have any specific inquiries for a brand, and I saw some of the comments where you wanted to get in touch with brands, I will request kindly reach out on our hotline number, and we'll be more than happy to connect you with these companies that you have interest for. And whenever you put your inquiry, kindly also place the name of the brand that you want to have. And if it is generic, it can be an open. And do also specify whether you're looking for a unit franchisee or a master franchisee. And with this, I'd like to say thank you to all of you, and have a great evening and a great weekend ahead. Thank you. Over to you, Archana.
So thank you so much, all the branch participants who have joined us today. We would like to thank our attendees and participants, friends who have joined from Bangladesh and Nepal. Would like to thank Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am for sharing their advice and suggestions. Yes, you can connect with Franchise India hotline number, which is 97176838838. We invite all your suggestions, feedback. You can also connect with management team of Franchise India at their respective LinkedIn IDs. Yes, as rightly said by sir, every day we are doing business opportunity over chai series, where our attempt is to provide you the brand of the day so that you can join us and understand end to end about the product, about the brand. Tomorrow we are celebrating our 131st episode of this particular series, and we are inviting you to witness this particular brand. We have Made Hub. It's a leading technology enabled domestic staff solution provider. So brand is coming tomorrow, showcasing their brand as well as what kind of a value proposition they are creating in market. Do not miss this chance. Join us tomorrow. The registration link can be obtained at the same business hotline number. We wish you to join us tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Have a great evening.
Archana, I've also put in the registration link for tomorrow in the chat box.
Thank you so much, Dheeraj. So as rightly said by Dheeraj, that's the registration link which you can, where you can go, get yourself registered so that sharp tomorrow 12 p.m. you can join us for this great brand. Have a nice weekend as well as evening. Thank you so much.